Well, yeah, thanking someone puts that back on them as like a positive. You go one further level and you're like, you're such a good girl for waiting. Mine too. Thank you much. And hello, my comrades. Thank you very much for waiting. It's very much appreciated.
He's so tiny.
We are
I know.
tiny.
I've got to resize everyone. There we go.
Small.
We are little.
Yeah, just like automatically resizes whenever someone drops off, and then I gotta manually do things again.
Oh, Lola, don't forget Twitter.
Did I? Oh, totally did forget Twitter.
No worries. A lot of people forget Twitter nowadays.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's become so forgettable.
Oh, I had one of my I finally got a post flagged for hate speech because I used the word this.
Oh wow!
I feel so proud.
Mm-hmm.
Just wait until they find out that we use words like queer.
Yeah.
Baffy, I can't believe that you would use something like the word queer.
Why would you use
Such
queer?
language?
Yeah, the Q slur. I'm so sorry.
Oh, my ears.
Being
my
a
virgin ears. No.
being such a right now.
I would say that no one's ears are virgin here, but I can't necessarily say who has and has not indulged in oral sex.
Demon.
The boss pretty low today, I see.
Starting off nice and just no floor, just like no ceiling either. Just it's all just up from here or down, depending on which way you're going.
I'm just here.
I'm just here.
Completely unhinged. I mean, then again, we have discussed the idea of like Alex Jones wearing a chastity cage to stop the cockroaches from getting in before.
What the fuck?
Don't you remember, like the whole like Google AI search thing was a was talking about that's why they're called cockroaches because it was getting something from fucking Reddit.
You think I'm looking that up? I'm glad that bullshit doesn't show up for me.
Have you seen that bullshit that that someone QT that I just couldn't help but throw in on, where somebody is like, trans people are
Yes.
stealing hormones from women?
Yeah, I saw
I am.
that.
The fucking estrogen
that.
vampires.
Yes,
I
the
saw that-
That's how
estrogen
estrogen
vampires.
works.
I saw that
It's like
yesterday.
innocent women being killed because hospitals are siphoning hormones from them while they're unconscious. It's like that's not how it works.
That sounds very much like vegans that think cows died when they get milk.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, cows die when you milk
That
them. It's like,
can't
no.
be real though.
I mean, some people apparently do because there were people like
Mhm.
with signs in front of
Yeah.
dairy.
I mean,
the
there's something
vegan
to be said.
professor from TikTok
Mm.
spread
There's-
that around for a while.
There's definitely something to be said about the mistreatment of cows in dairy farms, but they don't just
Mhm.
directly like kill them and just like extract the milk.
Yeah.
Then it's not like a balloon full of milk or something.
You know what? I shouldn't be surprised because I have seen an advertisement from PETA basically saying that like showing like some mangled sheep saying this is
Here's
what's
the
left
rest of
over
your
from your
Mm-hmm.
here's the rest of your wool coat or something. I'm like, that's not how that works. That's not how
No.
any of this works.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Oh,
as someone who's watched
Yeah.
sheep shearing
Yes.
videos, they're just weird like that, and we have to do it. Otherwise, they will like die from heat exhaustion.
Yeah,
Oh,
we have
goodness.
selectively bred
Oh.
them to produce
Mhm.
more wool, and now if we don't shear them, then they'll overheat.
Yeah, we are doing our due diligence as responsible perpetrators of an atrocity against the species.
Yes. We've seen the videos where the people don't shear them as often as they should.
Mm-hmm.
We have to do it. You have to do it. But anything to whip people up into a frenzy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Murder the cows to get the milk. Murder the women to get the estrogen.
Things to clip out of context.
Yep. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what is estrogen but a different kind of milk?
Listen here, you little shit.
Oh my god. I'm so fucking done with it.
We've only just
thus-
started.
Ah.
We've evolved. We have evolved the process beyond the era of pregnant mare piss, and now have gone straight for the source.
Mhm.
Fuck.
Wait, you didn't know that, Ari?
I don't
Yeah.
know shit.
Oh no.
One of the earlier ingredients in like the ancient world's estradiol stuff was actually pregnant mare urine.
Mhm.
Along with an herb that we thought that we had destroyed, but actually scientists have found still exist, which is called silphium.
Hmm.
Which was considered a cure-all back in the ancient world and used in a lot of like Mediterranean cultures.
Mhm.
Nice.
Okay, I only knew about indigenous people having had some form of estrogen,
so you know, I'm gonna go lurk
which was mainly though some kind of plant. Not sure about it anymore.
Okay, they also use mint and licorice root.
That might have been it.
There's a couple of other ones, but those are the ones I can remember at the moment.
Man.
So if your estrogen tastes like mint, you know why.
Oh yeah. That's a
You can also use like mint tea and like peppermint tea to try and like lower your testosterone levels because it blocks testosterone. Though
Right.
do so if you're going to do so with moderation, because mint naturally produces menthol, and in large quantities it can really fuck up your throat.
Mhm.
Buffy, what the fuck?
Oh God,
What did
Oh
Matthew
my
do?
god, she did it. They did it.
Literally something to clip out of context.
Oh,
damn
oh.
Congratulations!
hey, it has been done.
Yeah, that about what I expected.
Baffy over here, hold my beer.
Oh, I love that clip. It's my new favorite clip.
Murder the cows to get the milk. Murder the women to get the estrogen.
You have to share it around now.
Oh, this is the thing though.
It's gonna come up at some point, and it's gonna be look at these crazy trans people and what they say and what they believe, and I'll be like, that's me.
Right. We literally
This is-
cannot we can't make a fucking joke anymore because
No.
like
Mhm.
This
but
is
that-
precisely why I don't like raiding into people who have like an auto clip player. Because
yes,
something
yes,
like
yes.
this will get played.
Yep.
Oh my god.
I mean, yeah, that literally happened. Like, I was done with my Trans Lifeline like Totify stream, and I couldn't find anybody else streaming for like Trans Lifeline, so I just looked for other Totify streamers, and like one of them played a random clip, and it was one of my very first clips, and yeah, you may know the one. It's literally me playing a game called Do Not Feed the Monkeys, in which there's a character named August Henkel who is very like clearly coded to be like an old Hitler who has like fled his country, and like one of the different paths that you can take in the country in the game, I try to cheer him up by like saying that the past was great in order to make him like friendly towards me.
Oh my
and
God.
he sent me his hat, which like was a like I could sell for money for rent and food, and so I awkwardly say, "Oh, thanks, Hitler. You're not so bad. Don't take that out of context."
Oh my god.
And that's the
Oh,
clip that
God.
comes up when she plays
Yes.
They took it out of
no.
context.
it. No, I explained it,
Oh,
but
that's
they were
ama-
like,
that's amazing.
but they were like, "I'm glad you said don't take it out of context. Now, can you please explain?" I'm like, "Okay, so."
Please.
Mhm.
And for the longest time, one of the clips that would play of mine in people's streams was one where I eat a bean boozle that's a Band-Aid.
Oh.
And I have a very severe reaction to that.
Oh, jeez.
So every time I would come in and they're like, "Let me eat your shout out," that clip would play where it's just like, "Wonder what this bean tastes like." "Oh, it's a Band-Aid." And then I'm like, "Oh, that's a wonderful clip. That's a great clip. Thank you."
It was
And
it
they
was
tried to redo it, and it played the same clip.
Oh no. For me, it's always like one where like nothing's happening, that someone's like fat fingered the clip button, or the one where I specifically say don't clip that to something stupid that happened, but all they managed to clip was me saying don't clip that, and not the thing that caused me to say don't clip that in the first place.
I guess they clipped it after all.
Right? Or did they?
I just have this fun, hilarious image of like, "Oh, Lola, let's show people a clip of yours. Don't clip that."
Mhm.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I guess they didn't.
Stay.
Let's see. Ash says for the Band-Aid one, think they actually used a failed cheese pizza flavor because the cheese flavor goes bad. I can kind of see that.
I'm actually surprised at because it was a charity thing and people paid a lot of money to see me eat a lot of bad jelly beans. And I was
Oof.
actually really surprised at how accurate a lot of the flavors were. And then I got really concerned with how I was able to guess some of the flavors so well. It's like, this is a dirty sock. How do I know what a dirty sock tastes like?
Okay, Grinds, I might be able to explain that. Well, not explain, but give you an example of. Imagine you're licking your bathroom floor.
Oh, what?
Just imagine it.
Um,
You can imagine the taste.
That's true.
Whatever comes to your mind, you
you're right.
can imagine the taste of it.
That is true. That is
I mean, smell and taste are fairly well linked, so
Yeah.
Welcome to Demon, everyone.
right?
Mhm.
By the way, don't lick your bathroom floor.
Yes, don't lick your
Do
bathroom
not
floor.
lick anything in the bathroom. Do not just
Oh,
don't lick
yes.
anything in there.
Yes, don't do that.
Like the only thing you should like lick is your toothbrush because you do need to brush your tongue.
Don't be those weird nutritionists on TikTok who
Yeah.
say, "My house is so clean, I can eat off any surface," and then they just start licking their house. Just
That's
various part.
I'm pretty sure that's like badly disguised like fetish stuff.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
100%.
Uh,
Anybody.
Anyway, Welcome to episode 7 of Gears and Grinds, an actual play of Demon the Descent. I am your host Lola, and I am joined by 4 wonderful comrades here. Last time we started with Danica, so let's go the opposite order this time. I actually did remember. Baffy, you want to introduce yourself?
No.
Okay, then.
Okay.
I will.
Well, okay
I
then.
was just like, what if I just say no?
You know, I had like
No,
an
you have to
80%
guess.
chance that you were gonna say no.
Enjoy your stay.
We
You
have
have to guess who the. You
Damn it, I'm
have to
becoming
guess.
predictable.
You have to
we
guess who
respect
Baffy is.
consent.
Oh my gosh.
No, Baffy, you now have to introduce somebody else, and then we will introduce you.
No. I'm Baffy the Sappy. I am a non-binary goat. Baphomet small.
Aye, that's
YouTuber.
Space Goats.
Use they she pronouns.
Thank you for the follow.
I am playing Zell, the analyst demon, and I like death.
Oh, okay. And Maya. Or should I say Ari?
Yeah, for a second you confused me. I'm Ali Ares, playing May, a sleep paralysis demon who may or may not have an existential crisis.
Food.
Mhm.
And Grinds.
Hi, I'm Maddie Grinds, the Alchemist, and I'm playing Maddie, our wonderful engineering demon inquisitor who wants to bring down all of heaven.
Burn it all down.
Burn it all down. I had more I was gonna say, and then my brain was like, no, you don't. You're done.
You know, mood.
That's fair.
I was like, I have
And,
something to say. Nope.
And Braca.
Anyway,
Hello, everybody. My name is Brocka Quiltusk. I am your friendly neighborhood orc bard Rista. I use she, her pronouns as well. I'm playing Danica, the messenger demon, who is currently trying to get rid of an angelic stalker.
oh,
All right.
I'll give it.
So, last session was fairly casual. We, yeah, at least in terms of pace and everything. For about a week, the demons have been frantically making sure that they live mostly their normal lives in an effort to dissuade people from thinking that they were part of the collapse of a piece of the God Machine's infrastructure. After all, after a big operation, it's good to lay low for a while.
Mhm.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of what exactly all happened. For one thing, Maddie got to go on a date with Tiana the Mage. And
Yay.
Danica was able to discuss things with Kendra, and she felt incredibly bad for everything that happened. That was a result of the bad luck that rubs off on people from her. And yeah, for the most part, people were just laying low and taking it easy. In the meantime, the news has covered the apparent collapse of the warehouse and the sudden drop in senseless knife-based murders that have been happening throughout the night. But that hasn't stopped the traditional Patriot radio folks from saying that something clearly needs to be done about this rise in crime and the ever spiraling conspiracy that there are creatures that are not human within our midst.
imagine.
Mhm.
And it took me a lot of restraint to not use a different 2-word phrase that would be a lot more popular to describe that. But in the meantime, and you'll have your own moves to be making, I'm sure. After all, with with reflection on Danica's tale, it's time to start learning what you can about how to take him down.
Mm-hmm.
So that means after about a week, it's probably best to meet up at one of your various domiciles and do your best to hit the books.
I would obviously make the offer to meet at the cult house, the cult compound, you might call it.
Mm-hmm.
I will take you up on that offer.
The promise of
I mean,
actual food.
Well, food that I can't afford.
Mm.
The food I can afford is good, but the food I can't afford is better, especially if it's fruit.
Yeah, demons do have a predilection for like cheap processed food because of the artificial ingredients, but there's definitely a part of your human biology that definitely says, you know, the prospect of food that that doesn't come in a cup and is like wrapped in foil is probably probably welcome.
Yeah, I think I mentioned before, but Zell appeals to both sides of things in a way that is beneficial towards any demon guest and also the humans in their cult. That they the food that gets made uses a handful of like processed ingredients, but it's also made to a higher standard. So demons will enjoy the hint of, there's some nice processed stuff in here without it tasting like cheap processed stuff.
Hmm.
So the humans will get an exceptional amount of enjoyment from it.
Like only the finest locally sourced farm to table MSG.
So you understand. So you did say it had been a week, so there was a couple of things that come up for me.
Mhm.
One is Jorge's pact will be coming to an end.
Yes, because I think it was just either a few days or a week, and with everything that's been going on, he is definitely receptive to the idea to continue. The fact that he suddenly had disposable income in a job that isn't a nightmarish occult sweatshop pumping out serial murderer knives is definitely an appealing one.
It's such an amazing sentence.
Right? Very, very rarely do people who are within the brutal years of capitalism have such a direct link to the harms that their companies do.
Mm-hmm.
True. Okay, so he will be taking a longer pact then, yeah.
Thank you for being a
Yes,
good little
he
son.
is.
Barbie S forever.
Is he gonna be a lifer?
You know, I think he's gonna be. And in response, he is willing to give up. There was a like close friend of the family who has basically acted as his like nanny while he was growing up, and she's like known him basically forever, but advantageously for you is starting to like get a little on in years, and her memory is perhaps a little fuzzy. So who knows if she really remembers Jorge or some other person that would easily slide into place in his life.
Well, the thing is, I don't think that matters because because the pact just rewrites reality to have me be the person, doesn't it?
On a local level, like the person's memory changes, and like their immediate family, their memories may change, but anyone beyond that, their memories will not.
Okay, so does this constitute a few cover beats, or does this constitute a full cover experience point?
Well, it would sure help if I had the fucking rulebook up, wouldn't it?
RTFM, Lola.
Not when
You're not the one that has don't read the manual here.
Very true, very true. And thank you for resubbing, Mickey. I really appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. Babs forever, yes.
Oh my goodness.
Babs stands for yeah, someone who you would bury a body with.
Hmm. Oh no. How dare you do this character shit?
Can't believe you've done this.
Oh fuck! I can't
I
believe you've done
trusted
this.
you.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
I know.
Charlie.
Anyway,
yeah.
if we are all meeting at Zell's, I'm gonna grab a bunch of blueprints of projects I've been working on. And get ready to. Or she's probably gonna pick us up, or send somebody to pick us up. So I guess I'll just wait.
Yep.
Pack up all my stuff and just wait.
It'll be someone different from before, because I don't want to build up, you know, like
Yeah.
this person goes out to collect people on that.
This one would be worth 2 cover experiences.
Holy shit.
2 full cover experiences.
That's what it says, page 193, or let's see. So this is a friend, or maybe though not someone's best friend or someone of similar meaning. Boyfriend, a girlfriend, a cherished pet, family heirloom, or valuable possession.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
one that Braca did for the wedding dress.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
In
Okay.
exchange, you're giving, I assume, something like a 3 or 4 dot merit, or to increase an existing merit by 3 dots. So that'd probably be just like resources, and then like either like staff or something that would allow him to have a decent job. So that's 2 dots for 2 dots, and
Well,
then
staff I think would give him staff to like work under him.
right. But yeah, it's like something of like equivalent, like a 3 dot of resources would basically.
Actually, no, that does sound good. I mean, because you know, what if some local, small business, charity thing decided, to help this industrious, new immigrant to the country, get his, roots in, and start a new small business.
I mean, he is a first generation, so or is it second generation? Because his parents were immigrants, he was not. His parents are Cuban, and they immigrated here. But that's just a good backstory for someone who came here, and he's living the American dream by coming over
You're
here.
chasing the American dream, baby.
Exactly. It looks good on like on a backstory. Perfect. So that's 2 for 2. The question is then how long it lasts. Permanent is 3 in as an imbalance. So that would basically cost you 3 willpower then to make that happen.
What if I also gave him some skill dots and maybe a merit just for his area of expertise, the work he's going into?
That's more balance in his favor, I think. So then
I mean it's unbalanced in my favor right now, I think.
I think the
we-
I think the
because of how
duration
much-
is technically in his favor.
Or oh no, am I stupid? I might be stupid.
Oh no, wait, no, the benefit is in fact in your favor. So
Yeah.
okay, so three resources, and then okay, so then yeah, in that case, yeah, there's just a 1 willpower difference. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's usually the minimum cost of these things anyway.
Yeah.
Mr. O saying, how many times can Baffy say you know in 60 seconds?
Well, it turns in.
Fucking knew it.
Of course you did.
Of course I did. Okay, so yeah, setting him up as a small business owner, you get 2 cover experiences for writing that all out. That takes a little bit for reality to rearrange these things, but you now have somebody who is somewhat indebted to you, and they will not forget this kindness.
They will not forget this.
And how much cover experience does it take to create a new 1-dot cover?
3.
Do you know how many cover experience I have?
At least 3.
I have 3 exactly now.
So, I assume that like during this week of staying in hiding, that you're putting together a basic new cover.
Yes, I am.
That fucking reminds me. Aspirations, everybody. If you've not done them, do them now.
Oh shit.
This is why I never assume.
Excuse me.
So, I actually did have 2 aspirations. One of them was help Jorge set up a new life, which I think I just completed.
I think you just did, so I will add that to the jar.
And you want to know what my other aspiration was?
What was it?
Build up a new cover.
Okay then.
That's 2 for the jar, baby.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Very nice.
All right, I will brainstorm what the new cover is going to be as we go.
Yep.
Fulfilling your aspirations and putting beats in the jar is tight.
Considering that it's only going to be a 1-dot cover to begin with, it can be incredibly basic. Like, you can just say, this is, Marsha the DoorDash lady, or,
Marsha the Dasher.
See, like, that's all it took for me to just, like, take it off the top of my head, Maybe she has dots in Drive, shit like that. It can be something that reality does not require you to do a lot of maintenance on, especially, like, if you're making a secondary cover, it's especially recommended that you do something that is not required to be around a lot in the same time and place as you. Like a truck driver, a delivery person, a hired gun, something like that.
Yeah.
You start weaving together this identity, and it's almost like crocheting a blanket. The tangled, disparate threads of different lives that you've bargained bits and pieces for start coming together, and you realize that it will be a while before it actually looks like a blanket, but in a distance you can maybe see that. For now, it looks more like a simple face mask, an apt metaphor for what a cover is in essence. It also, no matter how small a cover, there's also the very tiny possibility that if you ever need to, this will serve just as well as any other cover for going loud.
Yup. Because no way will I burn Zell unless this is a do or die moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the rules specifically have no limitation on what happens, on like how strong a cover has to be in order to go loud. Which is kind of amazing. But, I feel like demons definitely have a higher power ceiling than a lot of other Chronicles of Darkness creatures. Some of them may have, like, different power flaws, like vampires, being a lot more resistant to damage, or, like, werewolves, but the things that demons can do when they set their minds to it, holy shit.
And the ceiling gets a little bit higher when you're an analyst who goes loud.
Yep.
Let me take 2 reality-breaking powers and smash them together into something even more disgusting.
Nice.
Yep. Alright, so, assuming everybody then gets the invite to come on over to the mansion to help work on this in their own ways,
Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
all of you will probably either get like cab fare or something, or a vehicle to drive you over. It may be less conspicuous if one of you either bicycles over or like has a cab take you. You know, you're all like you're all fairly good at this by now. Like, you all know that if suddenly if like 4 people get out of the same car coming to the same mansion at the same time, it's gonna look like a mob meeting at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you all arrive one after the other, having taken care of different things in your life, whether it's paying the landlord, making sure that the coffee shop is running as it should, and making sure that your various staff are paid and financed. Josh sending out the latest estradiol shipments. Whether it's making sure that all the fake shiny rocks and tarot cards are sorted at your occult goods store, or that your machine shop is all ship shape.
Mm-hmm.
You all arrive at the mansion separately, and get together with the general understanding that you're here partly to converse about everything, but also to help in your own ways about this new threat.
I will say, when I did send out Josh with the shipments of stuff for the week, I would have liked to have etched another message into there with my fancy new thing.
Ah, yes.
Just for whichever like angelic ally out, not angelic ally, I mean demonic ally out there. My bad. Excuse me. Don't want it going to angels. With message received, I wanted to go with like a fellow, like a allied like circle in the city, to just give them a basic quick message of, hey, this is who's in the city. They are going to be a problem in some way, shape, or form, and let them know about reflection.
Okay. Well, it costs a single point of ether and uses intelligence and expression.
Okay.
Now you finally have the mystical ability to know when people have picked up the phone.
So it's just, so I have to, it'll be like a point of ether and then 4.
Let's see, your intelligence is 2, expression is also 2.
Also
so
2.
Yeah.
2,
my God.
4d10.
Yep.
I forgot I have to roll it first.
Yep, I'll be right
I
back.
have to
One
type it
second.
out.
Is the plan. In the case of nuclear or radiological fallout, people living around potential targets such as military bases and chemical plants may be advised to evacuate. Protection from radioactive fallout will require taking shelter in an underground area or in the middle of a large building. Fallout shelters can be any protected space where the walls and roof are thick and dense enough to absorb radiation. The more distance and time you put between you and the fallout particles, the better. After radiological or nuclear fallout, you shouldn't leave your shelter until officials say so. The length of your stay can range from a day or 2 to 4 weeks, depending on the extent of the contamination. People who are allowed to come out of hiding may be evacuated.
All right. Ready when you are.
Immediately.
right.
I am ready.
And there we go.
All right. One success is all you need.
Right. Good. So I just let that go out into the ether and just hope that they're able to get word to the other circles that reflection is here. And who I do include who I'm pretty sure their cover is as well.
All right. Now, angels, in fact, do have covers as well, but theirs are self-reinforced by having a live connection to the God Machine.
Mhm.
And whilst they will notice breaches, they are typically fixed fairly quickly. But who knows? Maybe such a thing will cause him to slip up.
Mhm.
Yeah. The reason demon
Yes.
covers can be temperamental is because we're not hooked into the self-correcting machine.
Exactly.
When we fuck up, we have to come up with excuses for it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which is not to say that angels can just go into their full form in the middle of Fifth Avenue. Most people will probably remember something, you know, but not necessarily everything that happened. But yeah, so with that sent off, Josh will take out the new orders. He actually has something for Danica that
Oh.
this is it's an order that's never been seen before.
Mhm.
It's actually a missive from Mr. Nobokov, the Mr. VPN, as you may remember him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember them.
Yes, the demon who runs the arcade slash bar
Mhm.
known as Roll Credits, who acts as an
Right,
information broker. Yeah, for the purposes of those at home who may not necessarily remember, his full name is Vladimir Petrovich Nobokov, VPN. Which demons love their purposeful names.
Mhm.
All right. The missive is written in some like obscure like variant of like a Middle Eastern like script that you're
Right.
in like Farsi that but you can read it obviously. Basically it mentions that that there's going to be a is that permission is on the move. He will be pulling people into a local church this Sunday night, and
Ooh.
he intends they think to start ramping up the loyalty of people. I'm fairly certain that it's going to be something where he starts. You're fairly certain this mark is meant to imply brand or stigmata that he intends to take that to the next level.
Ooh.
I see. So yeah, she's going to just make a mental note of that, and then can she send like a reply?
Yeah, there'll be like a return. Yeah, you can return it with a box if need be.
She'll spend another aether and make sure that he gets it. And
There
I
we
hit
go.
the button when I should have rolled it. My bad.
Well, that actually worked.
Yeah, but yeah, she just replies with, "All right, I'll pass it along. Keep an eye on." His name's escaping me for his civilian cover, out of character.
Oh, it was Emilio Espejo.
Keep an eye on Emilio Espejo. His is deep cover. Name is Reflection. Personal vendetta against the Circle. Be careful. highly manipulative and dangerous.
All right. You managed to encode all of that into a just the ingredients label that you write on the coffee bag that you send back to him.
Yeah.
It's funny because
Isn't
like
this the plot of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?
I wouldn't know. I've never watched it.
I feel like there was a plot that was communicated through like some obscure fucking thing.
The funny thing about special message is you don't actually need to write it on a piece of paper. You can put it in latte art. You can sing a song and weave that meaning into its verse. You can send somebody a link to a Rickroll and put the special message in there.
Oh my god.
Like, I'm not even joking.
Did he just get Rickrolled on a job?
But yeah, you send the message back. Paying Joshua's efforts. Making sure that Ash is watching over the coffee shop on the way out.
Yeah. I make sure to send it in like a sort of like the cafe's like take on some Middle Eastern blend of coffee. To keep up like she's sending him a bit of his, or at least his cover a bit of the old country as a token of thanks for patronage.
Now I want to know if like Russia has like any like good coffee.
I believe they have like, I think I was googling it actually while I was writing it up, but they have apparently Chernyakarta is the big one.
Apparently Raf is a popular coffee drink in some countries of the former USSR. Prepared by adding cream and vanilla sugar to a single shot of espresso, then foaming the mix with a steam heater. Okay. Interesting. But hey, you'll make it to the mansion unscathed. I'm gonna say once you're all there, assuming like Zell is in a position to greet them, make a wits and composure roll. This will be based on awareness.
Who is?
All of you. Assuming that Zell is there to greet them.
Don't forget your exclamation mark.
There we go. Holy shit.
Oh.
That was several 10 agains.
That was.
Damn.
Awareness.
Oh wow!
Fuck all the way.
Oh my god!
Right now.
Holy shit.
I'm sorry, Baffy, I gave you my bad luck.
Hey.
Hey.
Me and Baffy can be in the same club.
All right, so yeah, Danica is definitely going to notice. There's probably a good reason that maybe Zell or Maddie don't notice it, but you managed to catch it out of the corner of your eye. I'm assuming that the mansion probably has like a couple of nice like trees in its grounds, but there's a crow that is like perched in one of the trees closer to the mansion, and it's
I just realized I have the condition observant. I can turn that failure into a success.
Okay.
Nice.
There you
Ooh,
go.
Nice.
Burn a
Another one for the
condition,
jar?
one for the jar, and I do notice it.
Damn, you're putting so much into the jar. It's like the jar has
We
rainbow
haven't
dash
even
in
really
it.
started.
There isn't even a My
Great.
Little Pony figurine in there.
I just made that joke.
My brain did not.
Fair
receive.
enough.
My brain was thinking about its own joke and completely missed you saying that, which is embarrassing.
This will be funny.
Yeah, you notice the crow that is like perched in the tree. It's kind of watching the manor.
And thanks to my weird specialty in ornithology, do I get like any? Can I get like any kind of roll on that to like see if it's like the ones that were back at the park?
Sure, make a wits and science roll with your specialist in ornithology.
All right.
So that puts you up to 60/10.
16,
Yep. Yeah. Whenever you add your specialty to a roll, it's a 1d10 unless you have a merit that makes it better.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure there is one, but I don't remember.
Holy
what it
shit.
is.
So close again.
2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, you're fairly certain. Like, you are incredibly certain that is one of the like ether-eating crows that that were hanging around the infrastructure.
Just keeps an eye on that.
I don't like this.
And you do note that it is making a special effort to hide, because even with that success, Danica is the only one who sees it.
I also had success.
You had 3 successes. Danica had 4.
Fair enough.
Yep, that's the thing about awareness versus stealth. You don't necessarily have to succeed. You just have to fuck up less than the other guy.
Right.
Very fair.
I've had plenty of people fuck up stealth rolls and then be like, oh, this person fucked up awareness even more. Like the whole idea of like somebody like reading and like listening to music while they're a fucking god. It's a stereotype for a reason. But yes, you notice the bird. Feel free to point that out in whatever way you feel, or don't.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to just like keep in like sort of narrow my eyes at it, but then just park my bike at the cult manor and then just go in. And once I'm in, I'm just going to sort of text the group in the Discord chat like, hey, bird outside from the infrastructure in the park. Be careful. Also, I'm here now.
Right.
And she adds that just after she sent the first text about the bird. Like she forgot to, yeah.
So did you notice it as you were pulling up, or?
Yeah, she noticed it as she was pulling up. I will say that Zell didn't necessarily notice the bird, but Zell definitely noticed Danica looking at something suspiciously.
Okay. So how do I want to handle this? Remind me, who has Reflection's attention right now?
Danica.
That's me.
So it was noticed as you were walking up or something, or as you were pulling up?
As she was pulling up.
And you messaged while you were still in the car?
I rode a bike. I messaged as I got in the door. So that there was a door between myself and the bird. So that I'm pretty sure it has like maybe some zoom focus in its eyes. So I'm like, yeah, no.
Everyone figuring out how to be as sneaky as possible.
Subterfuge.
So the best way to make people aware of their actions is when they say that they open the door, you ask them, how do you open the door? And all of a sudden they really focus on like how they open the door.
Yep.
As I open the door, I see you just sort of like glancing concernedly off in a direction, and I would just lower my voice to like an almost imperceptible level and be like, what is it?
Just gonna sort of like I'm gonna do this sort of thing, like I'm gonna make it look like I have my purse to my chest, but I'm going to I'm gonna basically do like from Warhammer the Aquila.
That doesn't mean anything
on my
to
chest.
Yep,
It's a bird. It's a bird.
me.
Big bird on the chest. Make
you
like
do realize that we know all languages, and that includes ASL. You could just sign to me.
I
with
know,
your,
but I'm. It's the first thing that came to mind. Okay.
That's fine.
Then making sure that I was shielded from the outside, I would sign to you. What is it?
Just gonna. I guess I'll just ASL Raven. Park. Tree. By the manor.
Then, knowing what you did and knowing that the manor is now being watched, I would say, is there something I can help you with?
Just
And then
not here.
And
Not here
and
inside.
then I would sign you. We need to change plans
Mm.
Yeah, it's definitely a change of plan.
because you are basically on an angelic watch list, and I don't want you at the manor
Are we
right
sure? Are we sure it's me and not just the manor in general?
Weren't you
It-
the one that
that those two
left
things are not
clues?
mutually exclusive. Yes, the manor is being watched, but you are on a watch list, and those two things together is not good.
She hasn't had a chance to tell everybody about that yet, though.
All right then. I suppose come on in and you can reveal that information and
Yes.
how fucked we are later.
She tried to say that last session, but yeah.
All right then.
Mhm.
All right, so we've all received texts that there was a raven watching.
That there is bird.
Okay, then.
I think it might be best for us to set out for a different
Different venue.
location still. I don't know what the Raven is capable of, like sense-wise or whatever. And we can always see if it follows.
Well,
This
that's
is where
up
we
to you.
get- This is where we get really deeply into the intrigue part of Demon.
Mm.
I right back, probably inside of the building, but not really near it. What do we do? Reschedule? Unschedule?
I would message the drivers to instead take you to not the grinding gears, but a different small coffee shop. It's Seattle. There will be another local coffee shop.
Yeah,
for us to meet at.
Mm.
you
But
can't.
not
You
one of
can't.
the chains.
You
We
can't.
could always-
You
we
can't
could always
throw
go
a
to a
rock
place
with
in-
it.
I
Oh,
sent
sorry.
a message saying we could always go to some place in my neighborhood. I've been feeding all the local cats, so and they could all go after the bird if it follows us.
Ooh.
Not to mention that you occasionally go to fix up the homeless camp's generator, so
Mhm.
they're a little
Mm.
they're a little ingratiated to you.
Yeah,
They can stay on the lookout for any weird
Yeah.
birds.
my neighborhood is probably a safe bet.
Oh.
I typed in how many coffee shops, and the second thing is Seattle.
Hmm.
I think the answer is yes.
According to the best independent coffee shops study by let's see, the NPD, whatever that is, Seattle is home to 1,640 coffee shops.
Oh gods.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Why do you think that's what I went for with Danica? I'm literally a needle in a haystack.
Exactly. So yeah, you're able to
Um,
find a small coffee place in Danica's neck of the woods.
Not Danica's. We want Madeline's.
Madeline. Oh yeah, sorry. That's what I meant. I did. That's not what I said, and I acknowledge that.
It's all right.
If you done
Okay, so I'm going to try to sell it up by I'm gonna go ahead and bootstrap my my body into coming across as, you know, very, you know, caring and concerned. And so let's make that check. I'm gonna add willpower. That's wits and medicine, right?
Yep.
3 successes. So go ahead and tell me what condition I'm picking up because of this.
Let's see.
Let's not make it swooning because that's kind of awkward.
Indeed. Let's see. Okay. Okay, like it's listing different conditions, but it's also not telling me all of them. Love that. But there is definitely there's actually a you can buy a PDF that has all of the different conditions in.
Of course you can.
All right, let's see. Let's go with let's go with leveraged. I think that's like the closest one that would apply. That's on page 310 of the main rulebook. Your character can either resolve the condition by complying with a request by one of those characters, or if you apply leverage back to that character. So we'll just say that it applies to the group. You feel well disposed towards them, and you want to do something for them, but it is not in a romantic sense. That makes sense.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. And I walk out, and I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear you got lost out here. Let me help you back into the, let me help you get back to the city, and just ask one of the equal members to pull up like a truck or something so that her bike can be put in the back.
Right. Yeah. She just goes along with it.
And
just is doing her best to like be like thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Would I be able to make another awareness check to try and spot the raven now? And would I get a bonus, or would it just be?
I'd say roll again. This will be opposed by it attempting to remain hidden.
Okay. There we go.
That's an exceptional
5
baby.
successes.
Nice.
Yes, but does it matter?
That depends. You can opt to add your dots in. Well, shit. Let's say either wits and composure, whichever is higher, to make sure that you absolutely do spot it. Or you can accept the same condition that you had previously.
Do I want wits or composure? Do I want 4 or 4?
Good question.
Let's add another 4.
Okay,
Make it
yeah.
9 successes.
Your elven eyes do in fact spot the crow as it yeah, as you get into the truck, it hasn't moved, but when you drive off, it does start following you.
Shit.
Oh,
Hmm.
it's a raid.
Oh, hi,
Do
Mias.
Corvid... So, do Corvids watching you count as, you know, like investigating a cover or something? Or does or do covers only get like opposed when they're like actually being investigated?
Covers only usually get opposed or rolled for when there's something that you've done that's out of character, or when a compromise happens, or when they're using a supernatural ability to try and detect if you're not human.
Okay, I have an idea.
But hey, welcome, Raiders. My name is Lola,
Alright,
and the world's only Molotov
I will
cocktail
drop
VTuber.
Danica off at the new meeting location.
How was Blood on the Clock Tower?
Does the bird stay there, or does it continue following the truck?
You've only dropped off Danica, right?
Yes.
The bird continues.
I redirected the other drivers to drop them off, like, you know, like near the other coffee shop.
The bird does not follow Danica. It follows the other trucks. Specifically, it follows whatever truck that Zell is in.
Okay. Oh, it's gonna be a tough one.
You had shenanigans ensued. I'm glad to hear it.
I tell the truck to turn like through a tunnel. Does the Corvid follow into the tunnel, or does it seem to be going like over top, trying to catch me on the other side?
It goes over the top.
Cool. So while I'm in the truck, I will shift into my new cover, and then basically make a quick slow down just enough that I don't eat shit getting out of the truck, and then keep going, and they can just park in the garage, and the Corvid will not see who does or does not get out of the truck.
Okay, I think swapping from one cover to another is a point of ether.
That's perfectly fine. I've got enough.
Yep, just wanted to make sure. All right, on the way out, yeah, you notice that the COVID in question, it is waiting for you, but is it? Yeah. From where you are, it genuinely looks puzzled that it does not see you emerge on the other end.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't really have seen me because I'd have been inside the truck.
Right. It's looking for the particular truck. It sees that truck emerge on the other end, sees no Zell inside, and flies off.
That might have been more suspicious. Note to self: invest in vehicles with tinted windows. And just because this cover is very fragile, I'm going to also activate going native.
All right, go ahead and roll. I'm going to use a deep cover to identify as a crow.
I switched my language to crow.
My character is like kinda. My character has 2 willpower left, but I'm kind of tempted to use it just because. But I'm just gonna use it without willpower.
Press crow to crow.
I got 2 successes. That's enough.
All right then. Like until you decide against it, yeah, you probably do just have a very like your clothes are very like nondescript, very normal looking. Your face is one of those like boring normal looking faces that will otherwise not stand out in a crowd. But yeah, the closer you look, it's like it's very. You might almost be like a little doll-like if people look too closely. Like the average human may be a little suspicious of you, but if an angel attempts to scan you, then it'll like fall apart like rice paper in a tsunami.
Yeah, unless I have going native.
Unless you have going native. So yeah, you are now currently human. So do you I assume you wrap around and head back to the coffee shop?
Yep.
All right.
All right, and I will also make I will also send a message saying to expect a new face. But that they will know it's me.
Yeah, she just goes, I'm trying on something new.
I make a point to sit like at an adjacent table, and also you flat out would not know it was me until I sat down at an adjacent table and just happened to glance over and say, "Do you think Cerberus likes being pat on the head, or likes getting pets?"
And I'll just do the like reply phrase backwards.
The reply is yes, but only the left one.
Yes. All right.
Totally
Need to
didn't
remember
steal
that
that idea from Hades.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Hades
Good
would
phrase.
look good on your face.
yeah. Anyways.
Wait.
So yeah, you come to this like
coffee
local
shop.
place. It's pretty run down. You know, this whole area is not exactly it's not what you'd call a nice neighborhood. It has, you know, charitably says that it has character, and the people here kind of have to work real hard to make sure that it doesn't get gentrified. This place is
but at least
called
the machines work.
But at least the machines work. Yeah, this place is called Rise and Grind because why not?
Yeah. I probably know the owner, and I just kind of wave and be like, "Hey, how's it going?"
It's like, oh, hey, Maddie. Yeah, it's going. Which is like,
do you remember my usual, or has it been too long?
oh, sure. Yeah, remind me again.
Okay, she just rattles off a coffee drink.
Yeah, they'll prep. It's nothing fancy, but yeah, it's something that that it's good at doing. Yeah, it's going as like white people talk for like everything's, you know, more or less fine right now. They ever say live in the dream, then it's about as bad as it could possibly be.
Yep.
I was literally about to say that if you didn't.
Yep.
It's white people's way of saying I want to die.
Unironically, though. Yeah, people. Yeah, this place has, you know, it's got like some like fairly like some basic coffee is like breakfast sandwiches. It's got that shit like all day. The menu rarely changes, but they do their best. People value the place for its privacy. You're able to sit down and perhaps like maybe you brought some books from the mansion, or you know, otherwise devices to enable you to do research here. The important thing is that you know, you have a place that is not connected to your usual activity. and you have the ability to work together on this.
I'm not sure we should be working on this right now because, at least not out in the open.
Oh, nobody here is gonna talk.
We can also just pick a more obscure language.
In terms of, we are already.
No, we can't.
Oh shit, you're right.
I don't have access to other languages. I am a human McHuman person.
Yep. You do human
Hi.
things.
I'm a normal person.
Ah, yes, human.
I'm Norma L person.
You don't even
Oh,
have
no,
access
you're-
to your cult right now because you're in a different cover.
Mhm.
No, I do
No.
not.
No,
Well,
you're not-
shit!
I mean,
You're
I
not-
could. I mean, I could probably make them aware of my other covers, though.
I mean, the driver was definitely aware of it because they saw you change.
Mhm.
You're gonna get back to the compound, like, really kind of confused.
Wait, who
Like,
the fuck is this lady?
Mhm. Norma L. Pearson.
Norma L. Pearson, I love that.
Mhm.
That's what it's gonna be until further notice.
Yes.
It's like naming just if you were a masculine character, it would have been like, you are Randy Mook.
Mhm. Or Hugh Man. Spell with two N's.
Yes.
or Dick Alcox from Man Island.
Yes.
Christ.
Lola, go ahead and check my character sheet if you would. Over on the 5th tab.
5th tab. Okay, yeah, it says Norma L. Pearson. Okay,
Oh my god.
fantastic.
Congratulations, you done it.
Living the meme.
Yep. Norma was my grandmother's name on my mother's side.
Aww.
But yeah, well, since you're here and since you're in a fairly obscure place, it's you could definitely get some research done here.
I'm also hesitant to involve my click right away again into research of another angel because last time we had a stalker on our hands.
Well, that's up to
Yeah.
you. Is that a risk that you run by including them again, or do you want to
Not-
take the
Probably not
responsibility
right
yourself?
away.
All right.
All right.
So we're doing research into the
Reflection.
angels. Reflection.
Okay. So, before you begin, I am going to say, I'm going to have Danica roll wits and intelligence to assist in her own way, because
Alright.
regardless of whether or not you're doing some sort of like occult research, you have one of the best possible tools that you could have at your disposal, and that is somebody who literally worked with Reflection when back when they were both angels.
Yeah.
Yeah, she.
Best.
All right, so you will provide a +1 bonus to whoever it is that's making the final research roll.
Yeah. She's like, okay, before we start on this shit, I have to get it out now, everybody. I kind of poked the bear on in terms of this guy. So he might be a little suspicious of me particularly. So it might be better to do like stuff a bit at a distance if need be. Because I know it was stupid. It was the dumbest thing to ever do. But I want him gone. I want him gone more than anything, and I want him to. Ugh. He's a lot.
I
just
probably
talking about
I
this is a
probably
lot.
look at Danica with the most serious face that she's ever seen. I'm like, all right, then he's gonna be gone.
I think I'm the only person here who actually has to roll to subdue their emotions, so
Yeah,
I do get 2 successes.
I think that's enough to stifle it for now.
Mhm.
I think anyone who wanted to make a wits empathy roll could,
Yes.
but I'll
Yep.
let anyone who wants to,
Mhm.
or if you
Honestly, at
don't
that
care.
point, I just think, oh yeah, she's one of us. If anything, she wouldn't show it anyway.
Mhm.
No.
I
Danica
think-
actually beats me.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can see that Zell is. Sorry, Norma L. Pearson is trying to hold things in. They
Just-
But you can catch a hint of let's say frustration and concern
Mhm. Right.
as they just say, "What exactly did you do?" Just looking down at their phone, just pretending they're not involved.
Mm. I left him a message. Told him the person that he knew is basically gone, and to get over it, bitch.
And how did you leave that message?
Not in the smartest way possible.
That's why I'm asking.
One of the empty backpacks. I swiped it.
You were at my house.
Yes. I am just as disappointed in myself as you all are, trust me. I don't know what it is about that piece of shit, but he brought out the worst in me, alright? Worst in me that I'm trying to get away from. Except this time, it was directed at him. Maybe the thing that he represents for me.
Then you need to make sure that you're taking the effort to not let him get the worst out of you.
Trust me, I look back on that specific incident and kick myself for it because it was stupid. Puts everybody at risk. Myself, Wall, Kendra, especially Kendra.
So now what?
Now, yeah, we handle this.
Mm-hmm.
He is
We handle
really
it,
good at what
We handle it and we bring it down.
he is
Bring it down.
going to be. He is going to be someone we have to be very careful with.
Mm-hmm.
I slipped up. He already probably has suspicions. I could feel him probing a few days ago. He didn't get anything. He's just suspicious of stuff. He will try again, though, and he will use every dirty trick in the book because that's what he does. That's what we both used to do.
Then we better
Listen.
get this information out and be careful about it.
But Reflection is the piece of shit who's going to be the issue. He's good with social engineering and shit like that. Permission, I got a little bit of information from our good VPN friend that there's going to be something going down at a church near here. I'm guessing some kind of blooding or something like that. To re-up the cult is bullshit. No
Holy
offense.
hell.
She just looks at Zoe and just goes, no offense. Or at Norma.
I just sort of look over, just acting sort of confused, like, what do you mean?
The radio bullshit. Permission is going to be posting some kind of like weird revival nonsense for people there, for his patriot nonsense there. Reflection, I don't know
So-
what his.
Out of character, you badmouth cultist BS, and then looked at me and said, "No offense," and
Yeah.
Norma was saying,
What? And she's like, oh yeah.
Whatever do
well,
you mean? I am
Yeah.
not Zell. I am Norma L.
Yeah.
Pearson. I
"Whatever do
picked
you
up
mean?
on
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I have nothing to do with any cults."
She's like, oh yeah, my bad. Just, it's a lot, everybody. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
And she
It's a lot.
just
It's
just
a
goes
lot of
back to
work.
her latte. She's just like, it's pretty good. Now my place is kind of good, but good. She looks over at Matt and goes, your neighborhood's all right.
Yeah.
All right. So, who is going to be performing the assist role, and who is going to be rolling the actual intelligence occult roll?
Well, what's everyone's dice pools for intelligence occult against angels?
Well, let's.
Mine is 3.
I
Mine is
have
7.
I have 2, but I also have like a specialty in tassiography.
I'm
Or
wrong.
occult.
It's
Plus my
dice pool is-
intelligence.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
My dice pool is 1.
Do you have no points in occult?
I have no points in occult.
Okay, so
Mhm.
next order of business, get on that.
So, with my task, do I add my tassiography thing to the roll for stuff, or does it not apply in this situation?
Not in this situation.
Okay,
let's
so
see.
then mine is
Well,
just a
In that
is
case,
just 4.
uh,
Tassiography is T reading.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
So I have just a dice pool of 4.
looks like
Four.
May also has a dice pool of 4.
Without my click.
Okay, so I have the dice pool of 7.
Yes.
Wait.
Oh wait,
Can-
I can download knowledge of occult.
You can.
Try anyway. I can.
Sure. Why not?
How
I have a
Oh, is that an embed,
smartphone
or-
with 2 dots.
It is an embed. What was that, Ari?
I have a smartphone with 2 dots.
You do have a smartphone with 2 dots, and I will say that feel free to use your smartphones to look for things on the interwebs, and you can use that as an equipment bonus.
So that would be
Um,
6 dice.
So, a little warning I would give is that if you search things on your phone, then the God Machine you will basically be creating a paper trail of I'm looking up information about angels right now.
Mm-hmm.
Great, but we are in a cafe right now. We don't have many books over here.
Good point. I guess that's the risk that you run.
Next time we need to meet in the library. Or a book cafe. Book cafes are great.
There are a few
Uh.
book cafes in this area.
Also, Maddie, you might want to reformat your embed blocks.
Yeah, I may want to do that. Yes.
Also, don't
Um,
forget that because I'm here, you'll get that +1, right?
Yep. And then every time we roll, you can roll another wits and intelligence to see if you get a better bonus. So let's see. So with that 3, with 3 successes, that means that you temporarily gain 3 dots in occult,
Very nice.
either for the rest of the scene or for a number of rolls equal to your primum, whichever is less. So with Maddie's intelligence of 3 and temporary occult in 3, that gives her 6.
Cool.
So-
So, do you want to do the support roll, or
Sure.
It seems like the best choice.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You said, what is the +1 that you were saying, Danica? What is that for?
I think it's only for stuff that would probably have to deal with my specific issue.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I don't know if
to
it's just for permission as well, but yeah.
it'll
whoever
be
makes the final roll?
whoever makes the
Mhm.
final roll will get that +1.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm doing a support roll right now.
Yep.
every.
Exclamation point.
All right, so you give 2d10 more to Zell to make that to make that final roll. So Zell is operating with a +3 bonus right now.
+3.
Yeah. So two dots from 2 dice from Maddie,
yes,
one
yeah.
from Danica. Oh, and just something to remind you of Maddie. You've got a couple of things that you can use your persistent condition of prepared for anything for. Remember, you can, of course, ask your people questions to maybe change their minds, or you can cash in that condition and get a +3 bonus to any intelligence-related roll.
Oh, that's right.
One of the examples is, how does the angel know we switched cars?
That is true. I could do that. I will do that, in fact.
Bear that in mind.
So this is the end of my dice pool then, I think.
Yep. So I don't know. Yeah, next time if you want to cash in and roll another 3d10, you can do that. Otherwise, feel free to think of questions to ask your fellow demons.
Demons?
Demons.
Demon.
Humans.
Demon.
10d10. You
3
know,
6.
that's more than a little bit disappointing.
A little bit.
A little bit.
But you just said
That
more
is-
than a little bit.
All right. Hours pass as you start winding through the potential knowledge, piecing little things here and there together. Danica answering any questions when placed to it, like what was the sort of thing that he liked to do? What was his MO? How did he kill things in the name of the God Machine? What was his function? All disguised within clever innuendos, of course. Meanwhile, Maddie is downloading your occult knowledge here, from the collective knowledge that exists within the universe, and providing little pointers here and there. And finally, I imagine that May is just scratching it all down and remembering everything that she can.
Because we are demons, we remember everything.
All right. So next roll, Braca first with wits and intelligence.
Gotcha. Wits and int. Okay. Any bonuses that I add to this, or?
Nope, just straight up. Feel free to spend a
Okay.
willpower to augment it if you want, but okay, another.
Okay.
That's a 1.
Yep, that's the one.
Then Maddie.
I can't think of any. I did, I do want to use the condition prepared for anything, but I personally can't think of what I would say or ask.
Okay. In that case, what I would, I will allow you to roll wits and intelligence yourself to basically have me come up with something for you.
Okay, I will.
Because while your character may be good at this, I understand that players sometimes aren't as good as their characters at things, and I'll allow people to tap into something that they would think of. Okay.
That's just one.
Okay. I will have you let's see. How does it word this? We consider that course of action. Okay, so something that something that you'll ask to have them reconsider your course of action. I would say having Maddie ask Danica, what do you think is the first thing that the reflection would do if he suspected that you were his former partner?
Okay.
So Danica just sort of like massages one of her like the bridge of her nose and goes, he's going to ruin reputations. He's going to ruin social standings. He's going to do everything he can to make people miserable that are close to me. If he suspects anything, he is going to try and turn everything against that person.
All right. So during that course of questioning, Maddie can then roll intelligence and occult using the +3 bonus.
Okay.
So that's a total of 6d10.
Is it 6d10 or is it 9d10?
Well, do you want to cash in the condition for the rest of the session?
Yes.
Oh, okay. In that case, yeah, take another beat then. Well, I'll add that to the jar, and then add 3. Yeah, so then, 9d10. Another 2. So, yeah, Zell is once again operating with 10d10.
All right. I'm going to be patient and conserve my.
And that condition is gone, right?
For the session, yes.
For the session, okay.
All right. 10d10 exclamation point. That's 4 successes.
Okay, so far you have assembled 7 successes on researching. You've taken at this point, it has been a full 8 hours of you sitting in this coffee shop, getting new getting new mugs of coffee every now and then. Maybe grabbing some breakfast, talking back and forth. You see some people come and go, and you've assembled a good base of intelligence so far. If this were a lesser creature, you certainly would have stumbled on all of its secrets by now. However, with the work that you've done, I'll allow you to remember something here, something that will match up with Danica's memories. Pieces you assemble little pieces of information here and there, and you are able to locate what you think is his ban. While it won't do any damage to him, it is certainly something that could slow him down. Combined with the various different rumors that you're able to find online, and maybe one faded memory that wasn't quite erased during the fall, you're able to assemble that if a piece of a broken mirror is brandished in his direction, then he will weaken, and that has a knock-on effect, as in that has a cumulative effect. He will have to retreat in order to have the weakness subside. But in games terms, he will lose a point of power, finesse, and resistance when someone brandishes a piece of a broken mirror at him. It could be a broken mirror in itself, like a vanity, or one of those handheld mirrors. It could be a full-length mirror, or even just a shard of broken reflective surface. But
Or a compact mirror.
Or a compact mirror, exactly. But it has to be broken in order for it to work.
Nice.
Okay.
Right. So she's just gonna relay that to the group. Just go. Ironic, but yeah.
Makes sense.
So with the time that you've spent in this place, you recognize that it's been a while, and perhaps you should get moving. Lola Yuka, I hope you're doing okay. You're yeah. The most that we can do is right now is
Well-
vote and take action.
Well,
I guess we have to push this day to another time.
Yes, indeedy.
all right.
In fact, Danica, you are getting you're getting an automated message from the coffee shop's automated security system.
Fuck.
Oh, jeez.
Can I? Is there like a way to bring up the feed on my phone?
Yep.
Yep. Gonna take a look at that.
All right. There's a the security cameras are not picking up anything definite. In fact, it looks somewhat blurry, and you know that the cameras aren't that bad. But there's the front door has been the lock has been picked.
Fantastic. Okay.
Norm, can you get there fast, or should I call a taxi?
Probably would be better to get like a taxi or Uber or something. My bike's not gonna cut it.
Yeah, I go ahead and
What exactly is the plan right now?
to get her to her cafe, which is currently broken into.
Yeah. She's like, I would go a lot faster, but I don't want to draw any more attention.
I mean, since none of you useless gays have cars, the best thing you can do is just probably. I mean,
Actually-
you want to maintain cover as best as possible as normal people. Call the
Mhm.
cops.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, she's
Exactly.
literally got them dialing up as she says that, and then she just looks and just goes, actually, I'm gonna take my bike, it'll be faster. No traffic, and then just is gonna hop on the bike to start heading that way.
yeah, I mean, because you'd need to wait for the driver to get there and
And then
then make it through traffic.
yeah, and it's like, what time is it, Lola?
At this point, let's see. Okay, so you've spent
At least like 5 p.m.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's definitely like after closing hours. Let's say 6 p.m.
Yeah, it's gonna be rush hour time.
All right.
Should we come, or
I mean, if you wanna tag along, that'd be fun, that'd be all right. But yeah, either way, I gotta get over there.
I think it's very bad for me to go with you
Yes.
because there's a
it-
very good chance that there's going to be God Machine surveillance over there, and this is a
Mhm.
one-dot cover.
Mhm.
Yeah,
If I may say, the person who would be the least suspicious around Danica's coffee shop to help her would be me, because I visit there frequently.
because you're like right next door. Yeah,
Because I'm like nearby.
yeah.
So
I mean,
I can provide plenty of backup and keep your eyes to your phone
Mhm.
in case anything gets worse.
Yeah.
I was about to suggest, since we did spend a while, it might be established that we already know each other, and helping a friend of a friend, I don't know.
Yeah,
I,
actually,
I think that's fine.
yeah,
Yeah,
that would make
yeah.
sense.
You'll
makes
know you'll know each other fairly well at this stage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They've been seen at the coffee shop, so yeah.
Who
Oh
knows?
yeah,
That's frequently.
Maybe Norma L. Pearson will know how to drive.
Maybe.
yeah. I forgot. I did
I
already
know how to
visit the
drive. I just
past.
don't have a car.
True.
I say this I say this like once every session. I know, like Maddie knows how to drive, but she just doesn't have a car. She fixes cars and she walks everywhere.
Gotcha. Oh, you have like 1 dot in drive. That's fair. Okay. Okay. So
That's all you need.
true. Okay. So since you're making your way through the through like rush hour traffic, what is the best thing for someone who is on their bike and isn't using a car?
The
Okay.
next question is how's the rest getting there?
Sounds like you're all basically carpooling. Danica is, I think, gonna have to make a wits and streetwise roll.
I am shit for dick with that, so it's probably just gonna be wits and maybe chance die. I don't know.
Okay, so if you have no dots in streetwise, that's a -1 penalty. So that means, yeah, you're operating with 2d10 and whatever willpower you're intending to spend.
I will burn like at least. Let's go with.
I mean,
one.
you can use one at a time. So yeah, if you
I'll spare one.
yeah, if you use willpower in this case, then you'll have 5d10 to navigate. Basically, just like what routes can I cut to make my way there as fast as possible?
Nope.
None,
Nope.
none whatsoever.
None. They are like the dice are against me. Also, just out of curiosity, could I clear guilty because of just telling everybody?
I think so. Yeah, take a beat for that.
Yeah, clearing guilty condition.
Yep, you have you've made attempts to resolve it as well by assisting them using your memories of reflection, and now you're doing something incredibly stupidly heroic to try and fix this.
Right.
All right, so
Yeah.
yeah, you're kind of stuck in traffic. I'm assuming you're not opting for a dramatic failure here.
Yeah.
It's a good thing it's been like a couple of days since Kendra has accidentally leached some luck from you. Because that would have been embarrassing. Alright, I'm gonna, since none of you, well, actually, no, that's a good question. Hey, Maddie, since you do know how to drive, do you wanna try driving to everyone there?
Sure.
You can download knowledge on how to drive, after all.
I can do that, which I will do.
Download knowledge is just going to become an excellent tool for you to just be a.
I'm probably just going to start doing that all the time.
Yeah, just kind of good at everything.
Exclamation mark. Let's see.
All right, you get another dot in drive.
Okay.
You could also use like I built it to make sure that you get another
You
bonus
bet I
to
can.
drive in the vehicle. Stacks on stacks
bet
on
I can.
stacks.
Yeah, another success.
All right, so success means you get a bonus equal to your primum. All right, so
So right now that's a +3.
Yep. So for the next
Primum +3?
so +1
plus
for
one
the
for
next
the
two
first one.
rolls. Yeah, for download knowledge, and then +2 for like I built it for primum. All right. So roll. Roll your. I'm going to say Dex plus Drive with those bonuses, and then I will add in a +1 for the maneuverability of the vehicle.
Okay. Dex plus drive 3, 6. Can I use a willpower?
You sure can.
Okay, that's another 3. right? For willpower?
It is, yep.
Okay. That's 9 plus 1, so that's 10. Okay.
You wouldn't pirate a driver's ed test. Well, we fucking are.
And
This is as close as we can get to downloading a car. All right, you're able to make your way there like fairly quickly. You take a couple of shortcuts. You know this place fairly well. It's very difficult for you to get lost in these streets. And you know what? It's kind of refreshing that you get to drive for once. You
like, yay, finally driving.
You don't see Danica when you make it there. You assume that she has gotten completely fucking lost.
Oh no. Have
You
the
can-
police arrived?
Strangely, no.
Strangely, or
They have not responded yet.
fantastic.
What do you expect?
Yeah.
Texting the neighborhood watch.
Mm,
Hey, all, this is Maddie. Danica has alerted me to her security system going off, letting you all know. Police have been called, have not responded yet. Keep an eye out, please.
Of course, it may not necessarily be malicious. Maddie's Danica's coffee shop is tied to her cover, and is often difficult for regular mortals to actually find, unless they've lost their way in Seattle, or already know the way to it.
Hey, but
So-
it's also the cops.
But yes, it is also the cops.
yeah.
You have to park a little ways off because because it is a bit of a winding street to get to the coffee shop. The question is, what exactly is your plan now that you're here?
Taser is out and is just sort of looking around to see what's been trying to detective mode shit, what's going on. I know it's stupid with my investigation being shit and everything else, but I am a little distraught at the moment.
Well, since I'm there, I can be like, do you want me to go in first, or somebody
Probably
else
a good idea, yeah.
okay?
All right,
He's not
We'll-
ready.
we'll play that scene out in a second here.
Okay.
Let me see. How long does going native last? Is it just a scene?
A scene. Yep.
Okay, so this is a new scene, which means that you will get back your demonic abilities.
Okay.
No,
cool.
we'll play that out in a second. I'm gonna say let's take a quick bathroom break here.
Yeah,
And then,
Okay.
Yeah,
all
okay.
right. So I'll be right back.
Mhm. Yeah.
Is the plan.
Okay, I have also returned.
Okay.
Hi.
Before you. Oh, did you already click back over?
Yes.
Oh. I was just gonna say that that boss sent a meme into my Discord. You severely lack testosterone, like an alarming amount. And my brain immediately read it in Measurehead's voice.
You severely lack testosterone.
testosterone, ham sandwich.
Your lack of testosterone betrays your degeneracy.
I hope it does.
All right. So, first things first. Are you going to make any form of preparation before you go in? You have to take a little bit longer to wait for Danica, but you know that someone has gone into the shop. You cannot see them from the outside, which assumes that they have gone into one of the other rooms, but you at least right now have the element of surprise.
Well, I do not want to go in without Danica,
Right.
or without Danica there. And if she's not there, I definitely want to try to investigate. Just outside, kind of like I've sent the message out and everything like that, so at least like people will know why I'm there. And just try to look around and see if what we're dealing with is dangerous or not. See if I can figure out if what we're dealing with is dangerous or not.
Okay.
What would that be?
Let's start with Wit's investigation. If you're investigating the outside,
All right. Can I download some knowledge to be better at investigation?
you sure can.
I would love to do that. Let's see if it benefits me. It does.
All right.
Fantastic.
So you get an extra 2d10 to roll on your investigation.
All right. So that is 6. Let's pop another willpower. We'll make that a 9. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hey, exceptional.
That's an exceptional.
All right.
Maddie just figured out how to play their characters, so things are going to be different now.
Yeah. You're really coming into your power now that you've got the good download, like the download knowledge and the good interlock shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Looking around the outside, the lock does not look like it was forced. It looks like clearly whoever picked this lock knew what they were doing. From the outside, you can tell that there has been very very little has been moved here. Whoever has broken in knows what they're looking for and is making sure that they leave as little trace as possible.
We need to go quick before they disappear from the back or something.
Right.
Zell,
Oh,
you
Zell?
you are picking up a strong pulse of ether coming from underground in the direction of the coffee shop. This place does have a basement.
It also has
Jesus, it's some. Oh.
Hmm?
All right. You do know I didn't go with them, right?
Oh shit!
You didn't go with us.
You didn't? Okay.
Yeah,
Never mind.
I wasn't going to immediately go
Okay.
with you because being spotted with y'all in a
Gotcha. Okay. In that case, would anybody like to spend a point of ether to activate etheric resonance?
Sure.
Okay. You activate your ether senses, and you feel a strong pulse of ether coming from the basement.
How
Who would have
wonderful.
thought?
Yeah, the thing
so-
that Zell gets automatically is something that you are all capable of doing. You just need to spend ether to activate it for a scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
anytime you think we might be investigating angelic activity or there's something very unusual that could be linked to them happening, if I'm not there or available or whatever, pop it.
Mm-hmm. I did not know that was an option.
It's kind of like turning on a dosimeter, except it needs a tiny amount of uranium to function as well.
Okay. So Danica's security system, is it just an alarm? No, I would have to investigate to see if it's just an alarm.
There's
or-
cameras. There's cameras as well.
Yeah,
I was gonna wonder if if it had automatic locking, like it auto lock the doors or relock the doors.
I'm gonna assume, for the sake of simplicity, that there's like a let's go with like swipe cards, like a manual lock and cameras.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then I'm still going to wait. Like, we still need to wait for Danica to get here, because even though it makes sense why I'm here, I shouldn't be walking into her place of business.
Yeah.
That's
Next
fair.
question.
When she's not here.
Okay.
Not only that,
Does
but
this
I was gonna say not only that, but if the cops actually do their job and show the fuck up when someone calls for help, then you being there might cause them to make assumptions that are not not going to be like very helpful.
And Ari,
what did you say? Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, does this place have a back entrance?
I assume so. In order to have access to the alley for like garbage disposal and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Then someone might wanna look at the back so they don't escape it easily.
Well, Maddie's checking the front. Danica's not here yet. Are you keeping an eye on the back door?
I don't know if I can find the back door, honestly.
I mean,
I know where the back door is. If you want to watch this door.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, cool.
Have I been updated on what's going on?
Yes, I will update you.
I admire everyone's restraint in not making a joke about the back door.
Yeah.
I was
Listen.
gonna say.
Lola, it's your
Listen,
job, you know,
I
right?
did say I know where the back door is, and I will gladly go there.
And it's also like low hanging fruit as well.
Since when have we shunned low-hanging fruit?
True.
I got some fruit hanging low for you right here.
Whoa!
Wow.
Incredible!
Anyway, so yeah, Maddie can watch the back. May can watch the front.
I can be moving on that location.
Okay.
I just need a second to slip somewhere where I won't be seen, and then, probably, let's say, first of all, change back to Zell, and then how about we, pop, my mirrored skin to so that I can go ahead and not be seen.
All right.
And what are the odds that there's, some of Seattle's public transit that goes in that direction?
Heads or tails?
I'm a furry. Make it tails.
Hey.
As luck would have it, yeah, it does take you in that direction.
Okay. So, I'm going to just walk on to, whatever like train or bus is going in that direction, and nobody's going to know.
Yeah, you might get someone who like bumps into you occasionally, but you're able to
Just
make
sort of
it.
stops and is like, huh?
Right. You're able to make it there round about the same time as Danica, who probably arrives just like sweating and you're highly panicking on account of the fact that they got completely lost at one point.
Yeah.
And
not necessarily lost, it just like blocked in traffic.
Just to be entirely fair, what is the compromise roll again? So wits manipulation.
Yep, wits manipulation, and yours caps out at +5.
Yep. So that will be 10d10 since I'm only using one power and I have good cover.
Yep.
Zell.
Wow. Boy.
Barely making it.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
All right.
Dice do not like me today.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Zell the shaken condition for how close that they came to that. But yeah, So far at this point, nobody has attempted to leave.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
That we can see.
Maddie
Okay.
Maddie feels another like large pulse of ether burning under the basement.
Okay. Is Danica here yet?
She is
I
now.
just got here.
Okay,
Yeah.
she just got here.
Yeah, so she just like gets to the door, just panting, and just sweating, and just like, did you find them? Are they still here?
Let
Well,
you know
I'm-
that's.
It's
I
really
let-
awful.
I give up.
Sorry.
Huh?
What did you say, Ari?
I give up.
What do you mean?
I think we were doing the thing again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I want to hear what you had to say.
Mhm.
Yeah, me too.
Just letting everyone know where everyone is.
Yeah, perfect.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, and now that Zell is there, Zell will also feel that residual like ether having been recently burned within the basement.
Okay. So,
Mm-hmm.
you don't really see me walk up, but you just suddenly hear me next to you, saying they're probably cracking the, what is it, bolt hole it's called?
The bolt hole. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's gonna like head towards it.
Yeah.
Just head in that direction.
Okay. Are you making any attempt to be stealthy?
She probably will. They probably have heard them now that they're here, but like she's gonna try.
I will be making a stealth check with a, what's the bonus for being invisible?
You get let's see. You get a +3 to your stealth rolls, and any passive observer has a -1 to spot you with wits and composure.
Cool. I said +3.
Yep.
Will May be joining us? Ari?
Yeah.
I think if anybody is going to be good at being stealthy, May has May can always use Trick of the Light to make themselves look a little bit harder to see.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least, they can always like slide. She can always slide her hood up and be very no one sees your face.
One success.
All right. May becomes the NPC that gives you your first quest in a tavern in D&D.
Nice.
Yeah, you don't see her face, but it's pretty obvious it's her. All right, so anyone else who is going in, roll dexterity plus stealth.
Okay. Whew. I don't have any stealth.
Enjoy your dex -1.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Ash is very much enjoying the dice noise.
Mhm.
Oh, still a success.
Okay. Of course, and then Ari, if you can roll dexterity plus stealth as well.
Where is it here? One success.
Okay. Unfortunately for all of you, this this is an opposed roll.
Yep. As long as
Let's.
you remember they get -1 against me.
Yep. You make your way into the coffee shop. You feel you don't see anyone around, but you do know most emphatically that someone is downstairs.
Okay.
The unmistakable like pulse of ether again is just it's insistent. Now, Danica knows what's in the basement, and I'm pretty sure Maddie does as well.
I think we've all been inside the bolt hole, haven't we?
I think
And
so.
have you been
Yeah.
inside Danica's bolt hole specifically?
Didn't we put the points together for that?
Yeah. I
Oh yeah, you did.
think Ari's right.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you have a communal bolt hole.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know that it's down there, and down there is the HRT lab.
Yeah.
You make your way down there, and you note you observe a figure that is down there in the, and surprisingly, they are not attempting to break into the bolt hole itself.
Mm.
You notice that they are pulling open the coffee bags and finding the vials of estradiol. And as this figure holds up the vial to the light, turning it this way and that, you feel another pulse of ether. You recognize that all of the bags that have the vials inside are absolutely glowing with it.
Oh jeez. I feel like I know what's been going. Let's see what he's doing.
They're tagging the HRT.
Either that or they're gonna be fucking like messing with it. Aside from tagging.
Oh my god. They might be trying to stigmatize the people who get it.
Mm.
But now you know to not give those to anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
So the person is alone.
Yep. They turn to look at you, hooded. They're dressed in a balaclava, and but it's clearly he does not care that you've spotted him. Oh no,
Okay.
you've caught me.
Do I ping any ether like on him? Like does he have ether?
It's directly coming from him, yeah. Like it's kind of radiating from him with the kind of the low, like the dependable thrum of like a well-functioning reactor.
Do we get like a ping of this is angelic or this is just like somebody who's been given power?
Ether is ether. You can't really tell for
Ether is
sure.
ether.
Well, the thing is, angels have essence, not ether. So
Right.
But when essence is burned, it creates ether.
Hmm.
Hmm.
But if there's
Brain
ether
melted.
thrumming from him, doesn't that mean that he has ether?
Maybe, or that he's been using essence on himself, or to use some of his abilities.
Can I roll an into cult now that I'm standing here observing him?
Sure.
You know what? Actually, I think this warrants point of willpower.
Alrighty.
Oh, Oh, it's
Oh.
only 4.
Oh,
Okay, yeah,
Oh.
you're pretty sure that with the amount of ether that this guy is putting out, he would either have to be a demon with an incredibly high ether pool, or he is an angel.
Mm.
no fun.
Oh, fun. So that
Mhm.
my tricks probably won't work.
It's like, okay. You have 5 seconds to explain what the frick you're doing here, besides messing with stuff that's going to help people.
Help people. This looks pretty illegal in some states.
Oh, please. Spare me the old world nonsense.
Hmm. Did there happen to
Still-
be any mirrors in your basement?
There is, like, there's probably, like, restrooms somewhere.
Hmm.
Like, non-gendered bathrooms.
No reason I'm
Didn't-
asking.
Right, yeah.
Does he seem to notice me, or do his eyes like sort of, just pass over me?
His eyes are roaming over each of you. However invisible you thought you were, not as invisible as it is to avoid his notice.
Damn.
Raka, heads or tails?
I'm gonna go tails again. Keep that going.
You've got a compact in your bag.
Nice. Yeah, she is going to just like she's keeping an eye on him. Just going to just
I can keep him talking.
is there any yeah, just keep him talking. So she can try and like slyly get it and just like press her thumb down enough to snap it.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Saying we should probably try and get as much information as we can before we
Yeah.
pull the broken mirror on him.
The law is the law, Missy. I don't know. Yeah, I'm simply acting off of a tip.
Wait, the law is the law, but
The law is the law, but you broke into my place.
I'm just acting on suspicion. You know that sometimes we have to take matters into our own hands to find out a greater evil.
Not legal. No.
Uh-huh.
Is
Yeah.
it-
You know that everything that you've found here in any kind of like quote unquote evidence is not going to be admissible because you found it under false pretenses, i.e. breaking and entering.
Fruit of the poison tree.
Mhm.
What is that? Okay, sure, but certainly the cops are on their way. When they come down here, they will find this.
They'll also find that you broke in here, and as this is my place of business, I am doing everything I can to make sure that it is kept safe. Not only that, but you're also messing with a lot of equipment that is very expensive.
Am I?
Not to mention, yes,
What have I done exactly?
you're obviously tampering with my shipments of coffee. But sir, I have to throw all this stuff out, so now I'm losing business.
I would move over to Braca and say, exigent circumstances is going to give the cops full permission to investigate the vials when they get here, which means that it will be legally admissible. And then I lean in even closer and I say, we need to get rid of him. We need to get him out of here now.
Right.
Regardless, we can always see what the court of public opinion thinks of what you're doing down here. Turning people into monsters. After all, I don't give a shit whether or not you're doing this
Hold
for...
a look on him. I have
don't
enough
get-
of his token.
I don't give a shit whether you're doing this for affirming reasons.
What did you say, Ari?
Yeah.
Oh, I heard, yeah. You're... Sorry, I'll let you say it.
I pulled a look on him.
Pull the look on him.
The look.
The look.
Ooh,
Okay.
the look.
The look.
The looks
Uh,
that kill. Potentially, literally.
Let's see. The look. What?
If I remember right, at least.
Trying to remember what book that's in. What is the book that has the look? Okay, so it is manipulation plus intimidation minus stamina. -4.
I'm using my willpower on that.
Understandably so. Two successes. Hell yeah.
And now he's locked down.
Subject is held steady. After a number of turns equal to his stamina, the loss of autonomic functions causes harm. Each turn, the subject takes a level of bashing damage per dot of the Unchained's primum. Eventually, this wraps into lethal damage. This effect ends when the demon withdraws it, when the human suffers outside harm, or when the human falls unconscious, thus cannot maintain the stare.
Right.
He definitely looks surprised at that.
Does it look like it actually took effect?
He's not moving, he's not talking. I got him locked down.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
As long as the demon stares into the subject's eyes, he cannot move, cannot react, cannot breathe.
Oh.
Does the look break if I just like shove my taser into his fucking neck?
Yes.
Yeah, you
That's outside damage.
you have to you have to make sure that she maintains eye contact.
Okay. So
Prolonged eye contact.
prolonged eye contact. So
Harry, lock eyes with this man and never
She's
let
just-
go.
So she just looks at the rest of them and just goes, okay, so this piece of shit, I am going to go up to him and just I'm going to say, okay, Zell, wherever the hell you're at, I'm going to need you to help Maddie with this, with that, put it in the hole.
Maybe don't discuss everything while they are
Yeah,
Oh, he's not gonna,
yeah.
he's not going to remember shit.
Okay,
Are you sure about that?
I have
Yeah.
the ability to wipe his brain.
Does that ability work on angels?
I'm pretty sure it can. Memory theft.
That, and we do have the cops on the way now.
Still,
Alright.
shove the stuff in the bolt hole.
so that is 2 points of bashing damage. Yeah, I would say make between you use wits and dexterity to throw things in the hole.
Okay.
Let me keep my eye
What
on them.
dexterity?
All right,
Oh, what? Ari, what'd you say?
I keep my eye on them.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
as you should.
Gonna burn a willpower. So wits and dex, you said?
Yep.
Ooh. Okay, so it just says whenever it mentions it says the target and the victim does not say whether or not it cannot be used against an angel
Mhm.
or just used against a human.
Yep, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you begin bundling the various devices and bits of coffee, the vials into the
Yeah, make
bolt hole, delicately uncoupling things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything in there. And
Zell,
she just
sorry,
Hmm?
you go
go
first.
ahead. No, it's fine.
Okay. Whilst you're bundling things in, Zell and Maddie, because Maddie still has her ether senses on, feels another pulse coming from the intruder. May, roll the look again, but with a -5 penalty this time instead of -4.
Oh god.
I'm gonna use more willpower. Oh, please. Okay.
Okay, he is still locked in place.
Guys,
Got it. I'm going to go up and memory theft him. But I need to roll for that because it's one of my form things.
Okay, so that takes a point of ether. You
Right.
you use so compromise. It's wits plus manipulation, +1 for every form that you are not using. So that's
Okay, so
6, I think, at this point.
So that is going to be 12 d10.
-3 because you are in the presence of a rank 3 angel.
Oh god. So then that's just going to be 9.
Okay.
Solution. There we go. Boom.
1, 2, 3,
That's
4.
Oh
Nice.
no!
so close.
So close.
This
Can I
is
spend
just
another-
a session of almost exceptional.
Can okay.
Can I spend a little willpower to boost it up?
No, willpower cannot be used on compromise rolls.
Fair.
Okay. Let's see.
That and you have to declare it ahead of time.
Yes.
True.
So glitches, page 184.
Can I whip out the mirror as well? The compact?
I figure you've definitely had time to do that in the meantime.
Right.
Okay.
It's-
I'm gonna need you to roll. Roll a number of d10 equal to your primum.
Primum is like
Probably
max.
Your
What do you
primum
mean,
is
Matt?
probably 2.
Yes.
Okay, so 2d10.
Do I need to hit the exclamation?
Yes.
What was your exclamation?
Exclamation point!
Right.
Okay, that's a success. As you you extend your little Persicom cable from behind your ear.
Mhm.
I don't know why I go to Chobits of all things for that, but it's just
Mhm.
it's what I figure, you know. Okay, so
Right. I feel like with her, it'll be in her wrist, like just like Lucy.
okay. Okay, so
Memory theft is manipulation subterfuge minus composure. That's what you're looking for.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Oh, I thought you were looking for the memory theft dice pool.
Oh, I was looking for the glitch dice pool.
Oh,
Yeah, because
Oh, boy.
you're manifesting a demonic ability. So on the after the cable has gone back in, it will leave a like a black spot just in the shape of a of an old school like computer port for like a hardware cable.
Right.
It's like, nothing major, but like it'll last for it'll last for like a couple of hours.
You know, it's funny you say that because I actually wanted to get a tattoo of an Ethernet port like that,
Nice.
like IRL.
I like
wish
that.
fulfillment.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Works like you, I'm into that.
This and the metal nails are just like you're giving me things that I like.
We don't have the metal nails anymore, though.
Yeah, that's right. But
yeah, they faded away, but yeah. I love how everybody like instantly was like, excuse me, when I was like, you know, the middle and like third fingers like not pointed.
yeah.
Okay, so costs another point of ether to use the memory theft's ability. So I don't know how much ether you have left.
Well, my max ether is 11, and I've used like 3 of it. So
Okay.
Were you at
Yeah.
Mac there before?
Say again?
Oh,
I haven't used like any.
Okay, so yeah, so you've got like, oh, by the way, like an easier way to keep track of it is those like square check boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Is like to
Oh,
have it as like,
I've been ticking off of the I think it was my primal. My
oh,
bad.
gotcha. No worries. Okay. Da, da. So then, yes, manipulation subterfuge minus target's composure. Target's composure is currently 5.
Hmm.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah, well, technically it's not his composure that's 5. Technically it's his resistance.
Yeah.
He
Mhm.
uses the same stat for resolve, stamina, and composure, and then finesse plays the part of wit, dex, and manipulation, and power plays the part of intelligence, strength, and presence.
Mhm.
So whatever dice pool that you have left. This will take 5. This will take 1 roll, and it takes either 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay. Go for the 5 then.
Question is, can you hold him for that long?
I hope so.
All right. So, manipulation subterfuge minus 5.
Right. Huge. That would probably just be chance unless I spend something on it.
Yeah.
Willpower.
Yeah, I'm gonna like willpower on it.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what's your wits? What's your?
Wait, wits composure?
Yeah.
I thought it was
Wits
sorry,
subterfuge.
manipulation
Wits-
subterfuge.
manipulation.
Oh,
Subterfuge.
manipulation subterfuge.
Manipulation is
Yeah.
3. Subterfuge is 2.
Oh, yeah. So it literally is a chance die unless you use willpower.
Yeah, unless I
Yeah, use willpower and get 3 dice.
I'm dumping 2 willpower into this thing.
You can only use 1.
Yeah.
Okay then. So now what am I typing in?
3d10.
Exclamation point.
Exclamation
Always,
point.
like, you always type your exclamation point.
Hit the lever. Okay, so
Go
that
lever.
is a failure.
Shit.
However, this may be a point where it is useful to get a dramatic failure. On a
Okay.
dramatic failure, the demon is flooded with the victim's memories, unbidden and jumbled, overloading her senses. She cannot make sense of the
Right.
thoughts and must disconnect from her victim. For the rest of the scene, the demon is at a -3 penalty to all mental actions that she attempts to cover. You would also get a beat for that.
So then okay, so I'm at max beats right now.
Well,
Yeah.
I would add the beats to the jar.
Okay, then we add it to the jar then.
Also,
Yeah.
when you have maximum beats, you exchange them for experience.
Exactly.
Okay, so now I'm at 2 experience and I just boop boop.
All right.
Boop, boop. Okay.
And you know what happens when you gain a beat in the presence of an angel?
Right.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we only add beats to the checkmark line when Lola tells us at the end of the session.
Okay. All right.
So, wits and intelligence. Let's go. With this
Wits.
rush of information, you are just getting mentally like blasted. It's like Has anyone seen Scanners? Scanners. It's a.
It's gonna explodes.
All right, just gonna keep that tabbed.
Yep.
Okay, you have a well, yeah, that's a successful roll, not an exceptional. What is your progress on your current keys?
Not entirely sure. We kept that tracked in our chat, if I remember right.
You keep that tracked wherever you find it most convenient.
Okay,
I
it
was tracking
said.
in player journals. Which
Player journals is a good place to keep it.
I should have been doing that. I don't know why I spaced on it. Oh my god.
Let's see. As of May 25th, you made a note here that your next key uses manipulation.
Yeah.
So that puts you a little bit closer. I mean, it
Mhm.
doesn't narrow it down a whole bunch,
Right.
but you now know another step.
All right.
If-
Excellent.
Yeah, now that you have an angel within arm's reach, if you have any beats or anything that you feel like you can make, now is as good a time to do them.
Well,
Okay.
interestingly enough, I still don't know what my next interlock is because I didn't get to test it. But knowing what the two embeds are, it might do something interesting. Might do something helpful. Since
Okay.
our brain eraser is trying not to get scanned right now.
Mhm.
You know that your next key is in the mundane embeds.
No, I already figured out what my next one is.
I was talking to Braka.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
mundane. Got
Yeah.
it.
Sorry, I
All right.
got confused. with the whole
That's
conversation.
okay. Madeline, Zell, since May is currently locked in a titanic death struggle with of like staring contest with this angel, is there anything that the two of you wish to do?
Can I just for a moment say like, guys, I feel this is I have many confused feelings, but one of them is currently that I am not gonna be able to hold this much longer.
All right.
I have an ambition talking about feelings.
Oh, nice. Talking about your feelings. Yay.
Okay. You
are
know
we just
what?
gonna
I had to get this out.
Sure, fuck it. Why not?
Yeah.
Roll your wits and intelligence.
What's in 4? Yes.
That's a success. That's
Yay.
that's enough for your next question.
Let's go. All right.
Okay. I have all 3 questions. Next one is, what is my next?
Fantastic. Your next key. Your first key was trust no one. Your second key is hesitation.
No breathing.
I believe you're thinking of suffocation, no
I
breathing.
know.
no
I
humor.
know.
Oh, okay.
I was aware. I was like, I have
Making the best of the ball
Yep.
that was thrown our way.
Yep.
Maddie,
Okay.
any opportunities for beats that you can think of?
If I've somehow figured out a mystery of some kind, well, I figured out the mystery of of what broke into.
All of the mask.
Sure. You know what? Yes. Go ahead. Do the Scooby-Doo
Yes.
thing.
There we go.
No,
Let's
it
do
seems under this mask.
Yeah.
Old
Well,
man
that was
Jenkins.
It-
literally my.
You pull
So,
off the balaclava, and it is the familiar face to all of you of Emilio Espejo.
Oh, okay.
Reflection.
Cool.
Yes, you have solved
Oh.
the mystery of who the fuck this angel is.
Nice.
I will add a beat to the jar. Roll wits and
Yep.
intelligence.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Nope.
damn.
I knew I was gonna have a bad roll, a few bad rolls in there somewhere.
Okay.
I've been too lucky.
Fun fact: if you surrender during combat and you basically just freeze up and back down, you can get a beat for no longer participating.
No, I want to hit him in the face with a hammer.
But that will break
Oh.
eye contact.
That will break everything.
Yes, do not
I know.
hit him because that breaks the look.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Can
Can I-
can I restrain him more?
You can try.
Do you have any restraints around?
I mean, I carry. I always carry my. I was carrying my toolkits and stuff when
Fair enough. Yeah.
and everything. So I have all my duct tape and I have the advanced set. of
duct tape.
tools.
Woo-hoo.
have the
Every
advanced-
day I'm
I have the
binding
advanced set.
things with duct
Yeah,
tape.
you gave me the advanced set of tools, so
I did, yes.
it's not just regular duct tape.
It's okay. Make a wits and crafts roll to with a +2 to bind him.
Wits and crafts. Ooh,
Yep.
Nice. And +2.
Yep. You got them
May
good
I-
tools.
May I please try to activate my next key now?
You may.
Okay. So I'm gonna spend a point of
Boom.
ether, and
That's 3.
and a point of willpower, and I'm going to activate persistent legend, which is my next key.
That's enough. So you're able to invoke legend without it fading away at the end of the scene.
Okay.
All right. The rush of understanding increases. The power flows into you. You gain a dot of primum.
Okay.
Roll your new primum -2.
My new primum -2.
Yes.
1d10.
Yes.
No.
I can't even spend willpower because I'm out of willpower.
Technically, you don't want to succeed this roll.
I don't.
No, success on glitch rolls is bad.
Oh, right,
Mm-hmm.
right.
Roll that one. Roll that one.
Exclamation point.
Exclamation point! Yay, I failed!
Failure.
Okay, so a failure means just a minor glitch. We'll figure that out what that minor glitch is in a second here. Your second interlock. Yeah,
It's
since
gonna
it
be DM to me.
yes, I will send it over to you.
I'm suddenly being reminded of the last thing you DM'd me.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
that.
Oh no. That.
I mean, yeah, it's related to the mouthfeel stream. It you know, I did send it to you during the mouthfeel stream.
That is true.
All right, so yeah, this will basically allow Azazel to read as another supernatural creature for a persistent amount of time.
That's
And it-
not helpful.
It's called Living the Lie. All right, so with that, you know, I'm gonna say, okay, so a minor glitch, let's say, is a Zell is gonna look just a little bit paler, and their canine teeth are gonna look a little bit sharper.
Of following the trend of actually, wait, that's pretty cool.
And that is a permanent glitch, unless it is purged at infrastructure. But yeah, you figured out what that is. And then you feel another pulse of ether coming from reflection. Maddie, roll the look again at -6.
Ari
I
has
may.
to roll that.
Ugh.
May has to.
Oh, sorry, yeah, May.
Maddie was duct taping the person.
Too many M's.
And another willpower.
Struggling
Please?
like crazy.
Yes. I'm not gonna let go.
Oh, with a okay, so that is another 2 bashing damage. With a like a gurgled, like struggling, like sound, like a not so much a sound as a change of texture in the air, like some like air rushing in to fill a space. almost like a soap bubble popping. He vanishes in a powerful burst of ether.
Fuck.
All right.
Zell will probably
Is he able to
recognize.
overpower it?
Zell will probably recognize that he has discorporated. So he is still technically here. He has just emerged. He has just gone into twilight.
That means he doesn't.
Means that he's not physically here. He has basically shredded his physical form in an incredibly painful act in order to get away from you.
Right, Giselle.
It will take time for him to respawn at infrastructure, but he has but he is not a threat right now.
Here's the sound.
Then we can finish hiding all the other stuff and making sure that Danica's okay.
I have down here. I'd say Danica go up and get the police to say okay, goodbye. You okay?
Is Danica okay?
Is Danica with us right now?
Oh, Danica.
Is Danica in the room with us?
underneath us?
Fucking hells! I did the VTuber thing of being muted.
No, no!
All right, so quick
No.
thing. I'm gonna have Maddie roll wits and intelligence again, because you'll beat this angel. I heard the sound, Ash.
Yeah, I had to mute because there was like a siren going by.
Okay. How appropriate.
I
Okay.
received a success.
So, are you keeping track of your questions when it comes to your keys?
Boop. Yes.
Okay.
Well, I know that my next key is related to wits.
Okay, so now you get to learn what category it belongs to. Don't look at the stream right now.
I'm not at all.
That's okay. I just need you to know that that I'm double checking it here.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's the name of the category. Don't look at the stream right now. Okay.
It's you are now allowed to look at the stream again. So you know that it is in the wits category. You now know that your next key is in the instrumental embed category. So
Okay.
Instrumental and wits.
Fantastic.
Certainly does a lot to narrow it down. So, a couple of minutes pass by. You're able to get the estrogen that is glowing with ether bundled into the bolt hole.
Mhm.
You know that he is incapable of breaching the bolt hole. You would be able to tell if he was trying, because the wards
Right.
are physically painful to any angel that is attempting to breach it. Same as if they were trying to get into something that uses their bane. In fact, you do notice the wards flare up for a brief moment, before clearly, in Twilight, he's realized that this thing is a bolt hole, and then he bolts for it. You have a feeling of like residual ether as he makes his way out. Creatures can move faster in Twilight than they can in physical space, without the interfering physical objects. You're fairly certain that he is left, as he will have to return to infrastructure to respawn.
Right.
So
But-
here's how fast can they move?
Depends. Most angels can run about as fast as humans. Given the fact that they are stronger, though, typically they can move quicker if they're on like two legs. A lot of angels will also have a species factor that will increase their speed. It's fair to say that wherever he's run to, he is doing so at a fairly fast pace.
Well, the thing is that I was considering if I should use Tolpa.
That's up to you.
That is up to me.
Also, since there is a lot of residual ether from when he just burned essence, you are able to soak some of that in.
Oh, nice.
This is an ability, let's see, it is called Angelic Dross. And every demon is capable of doing so. A demon can try to harvest ether generated when an angel uses its supernatural powers. When an angel spends essence, a demon in the same vicinity, roughly the size of a large auditorium, as long as the demon has line of sight, may roll primum and regain a number of points of ether equal to their successors, up to a maximum of the angel's rank.
What kind of action does that take?
It says that it is a reflexive action.
Oh, so we can just do it like automatically then.
Yep. Although this is a reflexive action, the demon loses her defense until the end of her next turn. If she's already lost her defense, she cannot use this ability.
Well, in that case, suck.
You may as well.
Nope.
Is
We all
she-
eat shit.
Danica's-
We
Danica's
don't
going
eat
upstairs.
shit.
Definitely don't eat.
Okay.
Danica's
Oh.
gonna go upstairs to let them know let the cops know whenever they get here.
Let them know it's false alarm. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
false alarm.
suspicious.
Oh, okay. The
I mean,
yeah.
I'm gonna
You
false,
did a good
I'm gonna
enough
false
job then.
alarm that like there's like something faulty in the system.
Oh, okay. Yep. The cops will show up in a couple of minutes. Yeah, they're like somewhat wary, but like they recognize you as the owner. You are still the yes I am a witch lady on TikTok.
Yeah.
You've got there are full on like little like animatics now. Like people have been doing little
God damn it.
sketches as you of like
I love it.
their favorite like anime characters like being like, well, yes, I am a bitch.
You've become a TikTok
Congratulations.
audio. You've become
Oh,
a TikTok
God.
audio.
No.
Yes. My entire For You page has just been Danica audio.
No.
All right, roll manipulation and subterfuge against them. They cannot tell that you're outright lying, but there are degrees of believability when it comes to demons. There's a difference between being able to tell whether or not someone believes something and making someone outright believe it themselves.
Am I able to add like fast talking to this? Like one of my merits?
That is one of your merits. What the hell does
So-
fast talking do now? While I'm looking that up, what were you going to say, Baffy?
Could we say that my very like business-like detached behavior throughout this counts as my vice of distant?
You know what? I will say yes.
Cool.
Let's see. How many
I'm not
dots?
even gonna uncheck that willpower box.
Okay. How many dots does Danica have in fast talking?
2.
2. Oh, well then you do indeed have you have the jargon ability. You can
Mhm.
confuse your mark using complex terminology. You may apply one
Mhm.
relevant specialty to any social role you make, so you can just talk coffee and coffee machines at them to
Yeah,
explain
I'll
why
talk
the
like
break-in.
coffee. I will talk like coffee about like there's like a lot of just valuable stuff that could like coffee blends that could have gotten taken, yada yada yada.
Yeah. Oh, this was clearly a fault in the steamer
Mhm.
or something.
Yeah,
So
like the steamer did something to strip the wires or something.
Okay, I'll let you
So,
add.
do I add anything?
You can add a +1. I'll say your specialty in tasseography applies. You
Okay.
also have striking looks with 1 dot.
Yeah.
Striking looks with 1 dot gives you a +1 to any social roles that'll be influenced by your looks. Sure. So that's another
that-
+1.
So 7d10 total plus the exclamation point.
I meant exclamation point.
Exclamation point and go.
We don't need to put exclamation points, do we?
3 successes. You're able to sufficiently bullshit them. You know, they don't know shit about shit when it comes to coffee. Like, as long as it comes from like Dunkin', like, you know, you look, these cops look like they've listened to that one Dennis Leary skit a few too many times.
Of course, and just made it their whole personality.
Yes, some people laugh, and others need an explanation. I don't know if you like, Dennis Leary like used to do a whole skit about like, is it impossible to get a cup of flavored coffee anymore? It's like, coffee doesn't need a menu, it needs a cup. That's all it needs. Maybe a saucer under the cup. That's it.
So these are one of those people who take their coffee black.
Yeah, well, just like with a bit of like,
I'm one of those people.
Yeah, just like a bit of milk, and they don't care where it's coming from as long as it keeps them like working through the day. So the moment you start getting like complicated about it, like they've instantly like lost interest and like, okay, well,
just lost the plot entirely.
Yeah, well, file a police report if you need to, ma'am. Have a good rest of your night. You know, change the locks if you need to. Here is the form to file a complaint if you need to run this through your insurance. You know,
Right.
Here's the incident number, you know, and then they leave.
Right. Yeah. Just like, thank you. Have a good evening.
Yeah, you
Okay.
too.
Okay.
So, what's the cover bonus for a rank 7 cover on compromise checks? Is it 2?
1.
It's only 1.
It's only 1.
no.
Whereas, yep, if you have 9 or 10, then it's a +2.
Okay, so that will be an 8d10 compromise roll. That's 2 successes. So that brings out my I'm bringing out my enhanced intelligence.
Oh, okay.
Will that make it effectively a 5? And then another compromise roll as I activate Tulpa, and I think that is just a plus my cover bonus minus for the presence of a rank 3 angel, since I would have been doing this right after he discorporated.
Oh, okay.
So that will be, it's gonna be a little harder one.
A little bit.
Yeah, that's gonna be a 3d10.
Oof.
Ugh.
Don't laugh. Oh no, that's
Oh,
a
well.
Jeez.
What's a failure?
So on
And don't ask me if I want a dramatic failure.
I that would be funny, but so on a compromise roll failure, you lose a dot of cover. Let me see. Yeah, the character's cover has been weakened. The God Machine or its agents have a sense of her general whereabouts and activity. Lose a dot of cover and choose one of the following conditions, or create a new one with the storyteller: flagged, surveilled, or hunted. Alternatively, roll for a permanent glitch.
If this doesn't even work, I'm going to be so upset. Like, you don't even know.
We take the hot butter, mix it with the ice cream, freeze it up. Cool,
how
you
about
can
a
see it on your screen.
permanent glitch?
Put it in your microwave, make it real hot like a soup or a dip. We call it heat and sip. Very tasty and healthy too. Brandy creams, hot butter ice cream.
I'm sorry, Ash was redeeming a thing. What did you say?
I said permanent glitch.
Okay. Permanent glitch. So, when a glitch could occur, the demon's player must roll primum. -2 if it would be a permanent glitch. So yeah, it does specifically say, unlike most rolls, a
Yay.
player may not elect to declare the result a dramatic failure, nor may she roll willpower on the roll. So that's a success. So you manifest a major glitch.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you don't want
Jeez.
to. You don't want to succeed on glitch rolls. It's the only time where you want to. Okay, so
Right.
major glitches. Ba, 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 ba. So, let's work together here. So there are 3 different types of glitches. We have brands, which are like something that affect your physical form. Tells, which are changes in habits or involuntary mental behaviors. Or emanations, something that happens to your surrounding environment. Emanations never manifest in demons with fewer than 6 dots of primer. Never fucking mind.
So
So what exactly were you trying to do? Maybe it can be something related to that.
Yes, work with me. What were you trying to do?
I was trying to tulpa into a werewolf, so that I could get the Twilight Purge right.
Oh.
Oh.
Or in other words, you, thing in the Twilight, get out.
Okay.
And be prevented from re-entering Twilight for like an hour.
Gotcha.
That would have been so good.
It could still be good. It's effective within 100 yards.
Damn.
And that's why I was asking about it like immediately, because if Zell was going to do it, it would have been immediately.
Okay. Feel free to go ahead and still roll it. Because it could still work.
Yep. So, I succeeded on one compromise so that I could get a bonus to my intelligence from my demonic form. And then the reason I asked if I could get a willpower point back is I'm going to use that. So it's 11 dice.
Okay.
Serendipity, please.
Serendipity's nuts.
Ooh.
It's only 4.
Oh, it's not enough.
Not enough for a werewolf ability.
Damn. Well, you know what it is. Okay. So I'm thinking like either say like werewolf like claws or fangs, or like being like turning somewhat furry.
Let's say anything from wolfish grin over fangs, or
I think the claws you could just pass off as just like long nails.
No,
No,
not as a
claw,
major. Well, let's see.
Yeah, it's a major.
Major is something on the scale of hair turns bright pink, or a tattoo-like glyph of angelic script on forearm. These would be like these would be ridiculously long nails and like thick enough to clearly not be human.
okay, go for a tail.
Pale.
I think the
Let's see. Horn or tail is catastrophic. So
Never
Not.
mind.
Not.
Well, I already have one. I think I already have one glitch that's, giving me like longer canines and paler skin. Do we want to just make the rest of my teeth, sharp and a very like canine, predatory, like wolfish kind of thing?
I'm
but
okay
use-
with that. Yeah, just big old mouth full of canine teeth.
You can pass it off as like ritualistic teeth filing.
I'm so not worried about that right now.
I mean, yeah.
Werewolves have a werewolf ability that does not rise to the level of like moon pacts or rites or anything is still the ability to like can see spirits. That still doesn't give me a way to interact with them, I think.
Unfortunately not. If you had an exploit called, like, Rip the Gates, then you could get into Twilight. But unfortunately, you do not currently have access to that one.
I don't have anything like that, no.
Let's see, what is the prerequisite for Rip the Gates? Example prerequisites are synthesis and voice of the machine, but I would accept potential others if you could justify them, especially since you're an analyst.
Well, if I activated 4 minutes ago right now, could I just note all the awful shit that just happened to me?
All of that stuff does still happen, just it finds another way to happen without you.
I was just wondering because it does say like lose willpower / aether regain. Oh yeah, regain spent / lost willpower aether, lose gained willpower aether, lose conditions gained, lose beats taken. For me, like basically that didn't happen.
Let's see. Character vanishes from the scene. If there was a fight going on, all consequences to other characters occur. Consequences to the character vanish. Any damage the character took is gone. Willpower either spent is returned. Any conditions gained vanish. Any beats go away. Okay, I mean, 4 minutes ago would still technically revert those changes then, yeah. Are you willing to spend 2 ether and potentially, and do another compromise to undo the first compromise?
Well, see, the thing is that you can spend a point of ether to suppress the compromise on an exploit, and that's the only one.
It's willpower.
Is it really willpower?
It's willpower, unfortunately.
Well, the thing is, at this point, the angel isn't here, so I at least have better odds.
True.
I hate everything.
You're suffering, huh?
I'm suffering. I'm really suffering from success right now. Oh no, I'm not suffering from success.
I mean, you did succeed the roll. That is the problem.
Shit. I'm suffering from eating shit. Okay. Let's go ahead and roll that 60-10.
All right.
Oh my god.
Are you...
It hurts.
You have no fucking clue how bad it hurts.
Was that the compromise roll for 4 minutes ago?
Yes.
Oh.
Vanish from scene. Any damage taken is lost from scene. Oh wait, no, it's fine. Nothing happens.
Okay. Roll intelligence plus stealth plus primum.
Intelligence plus stealth plus primum?
That's what it says. That's the dice pool for 4 minutes ago.
Oh right. Oh right. Okay, hold up. I actually just realized that was the compromise, not the actual roll.
Yeah. So
took me
either
a
way,
second.
you're losing a dot of cover.
Yeah, but at least things cannot be as fucked. Okay. Sorry, I'm fucking mentally recalibrating from this shit.
That's okay.
It's all right.
Take your time.
Mm-hmm. Mental recalibration.
Hold up, I think I didn't. I just realized I haven't updated that since I first started because I haven't used it. Intelligence, stealth, 5, so plus 3, 8. Okay.
Barely.
Man.
Oof.
We need a new fucking tabletop because this thing wants to kill me.
Apparently. So
But it
you
does.
so you don't lose a dot of cover from that one compromise. However, you do lose a dot of cover from that other compromise.
Is it at least better?
So you lose that glitch, and you can either once again pick up flagged, surveilled, or hunted, or a completely different glitch.
I don't. Man, I just hate everything. This is just such an awful fucking night for me.
I'm sorry.
I'll roll again on glitches, I suppose.
Oh, okay. So that will be just a 1d10 again.
Let's just keep it all the same.
Okay. Fair enough. You keep the werewolf teeth. Everything somehow manages to happen without Zell being there. It's really, really hard to figure out for your own brains and like, I could have sworn Zell was with us. And yet
No, they couldn't have sworn Zell was here. Everything is rewritten.
Just something, somehow it manages to happen without them. Fair enough. Okay, so Zell is like 4 minutes away now. As is the angel. But you know what? You've shown that this angel is by no means invulnerable. Turns out you can just make it completely stand still by looking at it really hard.
It also gives you information that he's really not tough at all.
Exactly.
It was like 3
He's-
turns.
It's like,
He's a coward.
I'm very intimidating. Ari just looks at him for a while and he's like, well, I better rip my skin off.
Yeah, I mean,
A
standing
girl
still
looked
was.
at me.
The girl looked at me, I have to rip my skin off.
I mean, yeah, it was definitely not advantageous of him to stick around at that point. But yeah, you come back in, and you also kind of recognize that maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Sure, you'll have to redo all of this estrogen, but it's also full of ether. So
Okay.
you know, free ether if you ever really need it for anything.
Ooh.
How much would that be?
Yeah, how much ether could we siphon from like a single vial of this stuff at a time?
I'm gonna say that there's a total of 10 points of ether you could siphon in total.
Ooh, like from each individual
No,
vial?
in total.
No, in total. Okay.
All right.
Oh my god,
So-
the rats.
Meanwhile, Zell pops out on the street somewhere. Make a wits and composure roll. This is gonna be awareness.
Three successes.
All right.
I just realized there is one advantage to this happening, and that is the fact that that while Reflection may have known that someone was there because they caught the shimmering of everything, Danica calling my name let them know that I was there, but now I wasn't.
True.
Yeah.
That is the only positive that comes out of all this fuckery that I got myself into.
Yep. Time to start using code names when you're in the middle of things. You notice, you're kind of sat on a sidewalk, and guess who hops over to you?
Who?
It's that crow.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm here often.
I look over at the crow and just be like, what do you want?
It hops into your lap. Seems to be
I stare at it for like a solid second, and then I like slowly like move my hand like up to its head and just let it sit there for a second and see what it does.
It like pushes its head a little bit into your hand. Like you're wondering if it can perhaps like feel the ether coming off of you.
I just sort of like gently pet its head, and I'm just like,
Yeah, it makes a little bit of a trilling sound as you pet it.
you still haven't told me what you want.
It tilts its beak and kind of caws at you.
I just look at it, I'm like, you know, if you're trying to spy on me, you shouldn't be so visible.
It tilts its head as almost as if it's puzzled by what you're saying.
I still have my senses up, so does it ping as like having ether, like it's a cryptid?
Yeah, you're pretty. Yeah, this thing is a cryptid. Like if it stays still long enough, your eyes almost start to like slide off of it. You wonder if perhaps that's a form of like camouflage adaptation that it has.
Oh my god.
I just sort of like squint at it and I'm like, do you want a friend?
Friend?
No.
Oh yeah, they can do that normally.
Mm-hmm.
Friend.
Friend.
I'm like, you want ether, don't you?
Ether. You're not certain if it's just repeating what you're saying or if it genuinely wants ether, but since it's a cryptid, that last part does go without saying.
It's a cryptid and a crow.
Well, the thing is, you can bargain with like crows and ravens because corvids are frighteningly intelligent.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Imagine how much more intelligent a cryptid crow would be.
I point at myself, and then point at it and say, "Give ether," and then point at it, and then pat my chest and say, "Friend, ally."
Friend. Ally.
I pat my shoulder and move my hair aside to give it a perch if it wants.
It jumps up there.
What's going to be very confusing for all of you is I message Danica and say bring up a vial. I'm outside. I wasn't there.
It's like, okay. Took you long enough.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how do you know about whatever? And just brings up the vial.
Wait, shouldn't they all be here or something?
Runs up
As
the
in-
vial.
I was outside. 4 minutes ago basically rewrites it so
No,
that I wasn't.
No, what I mean is because we w- we should have all decided before that to go to a place because of the alarm.
Oh yeah, but Zell just
Never
didn't show
arrived.
up like 4 minutes ago.
Yep.
Yeah, I bring up the vial.
Okay.
He's like, what? And just sees the raven and just like, okay. Is this, I guess this is what took you so long. And
I'm
just
almost not mad.
hands over the vial.
You recognize that it, Danica will recognize it as the Corvid that was watching the mansion earlier.
Yeah.
I am going to I look at the vial and I suddenly realize I'm like, I don't. Well, actually, no. It could swallow it. I just shouldn't inject the bird with it. So
Mhm.
yeah, I
Yeah.
can just feed it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Like you-
so I just like with just with like a knife or something. I just break off the top of it and hold it up in front of the crow or raven or whatever.
Yeah, we'll say crow. The crow like dips its beak into the estrogen vial, not caring so much about the substance as the energy within. And yep, you can tell that it's guzzling down a good helping of ether. Make a let's say make a wits and animal ken roll with a +2 bonus.
Can I do anything with this? Because, like, again, ornithology nonsense. Just out of curiosity.
You know what? I'll have you do a supporting roll. You can
Okay.
you can do an assistance roll to Zell since you brought up the
Alright, so what should I roll with it?
wits and animal ken.
And can I add my science ornithology thing?
Sure, I'll allow it.
Instead? Okay. Alright, wits, animal ken. Since I have nothing in animal ken and just my science, I'll just roll 5.
Oh, okay.
Well, if I'm still reeling from my experience with the memory flood.
Understandable, yeah. You are completely blasted right now. Just a whole befuddled mess of memories. Alright, Zell, make a wits and animal ken roll at +2.
So the annoying thing is that I don't have any ranks in Animal Ken.
Yep, that gives you an unskilled penalty of -1, which is partly offset by the +2 of the offered treat.
It does make it a roll 5d10.
Mhm.
I briefly consider activating Savant Core, and then have a deep internal struggle of that's a compromise roll. On the other hand, it's a compromise roll with 10 dice.
It is.
But on the other hand, it's a
Roll
compromise
I
roll.
luck a lot tonight.
Is it going to be tough for you to roll a success on 10d10?
You know what? It
Today,
shouldn't be.
yes.
You know what? Actually, it'll be super easy.
Barely an inconvenience.
Yay!
Oh, really?
Actually, it will be super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Okay. Bringing up a savant call with animal ken.
Yup.
Okay, roll
Wow,
wits
wow, wow.
plus animal ken with the +2 bonus.
So that goes from a 5 after the untrained penalty to a 10. I think. No.
Yep.
Wait. No, that's 11. Wits
11.
of 4. Yeah, 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very exciting. 1,
Very
2,
exciting.
3, 4, 5,
Finally, an
6.
exceptional!
Hey.
All right. Yeah. You'll watch as Zell feeds this bird some estrogen laced with ether, and And yeah. After Zell has had like the worst day in like recent history for them. Yeah, sitting there like talking to this beast with like this like bird with big old werewolf teeth, like practically like maybe like swelling their lip a little bit as they're trying to get used to the fact that they've got a whole mouthful of pointy canines. Just this tender moment of feeding a random bird that they thought was stalking them for the God Machine. Turns out they just wanted some energy to. Zell gains the bonded condition with this crow.
Yeah.
You can find that on page 308 of the main rulebook. Your character has established an extensive bond with a specific animal. She gains +2 on any rolls to influence or persuade her bonded animal. It may add your animal ken to any rolls to resist coercion or fear when in your character's presence. The animal may add your character's animal ken to any 1 die roll.
Does that lock in as like my animal ken right now?
That's a good
because
question.
Otherwise, it's gonna be ass.
I think it'll have to be like whenever it's around you, it'll have to refresh just how animal ken you're feeling.
Also, I hope you don't mind, but
What?
check chat.
Yep.
I'm sorry, that was just the most absurd thing I've heard all night.
It is, and it's
No.
and honestly, it's
Interesting.
fantastic, and I kind of want some like a sketch of that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Also, if it is Estradiol Valorant, it is oil based. So, and this thing is like a hybrid machine thingy. So,
Yeah,
Eh?
it's just guzzling this this liquid down like it tips its beak in and then just like tips its beak back and does that little like thing that birds do when they're like swallowing
the
water.
head bob, yeah.
Girl
yeah.
oil.
Mhm,
Girl oil.
yes.
Go for some girl oil.
I actually have a good, like, you know how we always come up with fun names for our estrogen and stuff?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Femzoil.
Ooh, Femzoil.
Fantastic.
Also, out of curiosity, I looked it up, and the scientific name for American crows are Corvus brachyrhindos.
All right. Well, now the question is, what do you name this thing?
Corvus corax.
Is it
The
is it a
Primarch
crow?
of
Is
the
it a crow
Raven
or a
God?
raven?
It's a crow.
Are you sure it's not a raven?
Or Raven.
Fine, it's a raven. You know, it doesn't matter that much to me.
Bird is bird.
I'm gonna
I
name
mean-
it.
Orb is orb.
Gonna name it
Well-
Quoth.
Well, see, here, so the reason that it's kind of flexible and we kind of fudge what it is that scientifically, like, a raven has 17 primary wing feathers, you know,
Uh-huh.
and while crows have 16. So really, the only difference is a matter of opinion.
I have an opinion for you here.
I suppose that works better if you know that opinion is a primary flight feather.
I got it. I got it.
It took me a second.
I did not.
That's why I gave you the crickets.
Listen, I'm entitled to some bad jokes tonight. Do you have any idea how bad this session has gone for me?
I do.
I
think
do.
it's-
I
yeah.
do, considering you've been saying it constantly.
I mean, honestly, if it was
session is quite bad for me. It's like, really?
if it was me,
I'm
I would have just
sorry.
lent into it and been like, "Fuck it, we ball. Give me the hunted condition. I will wear these angels' bones."
We love
But yeah,
you. We love
Crow makes me think, why is my name spelled with a Q?
you. Ah,
Yeah, and then you get like a scythe blade and a and like everybody ships you with Clover. Oh wait, shit! Like I don't know how many of you are gonna get that reference because I don't know how many
Ruby.
seasons of Ruby anyone else has watched other than me.
I knew it sounded
The answer is
familiar.
yes.
My knowledge of Ruby is Ruby is disappointing, and here's why by H Bomber Guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I figured.
Yeah.
But hey,
So
you
much
know,
wasted potential.
feel free to
Mhm.
feel free to name it later. But yeah, you share a tender moment on the sidewalk, and you all come up to like find Zell like feeding this crow famoil.
Y'all
You
watch
think?
this.
The reason I was gonna ask
Nice.
was Quoth the Raven, nevermore.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And they
Nevermore.
do like
That's
to,
what.
and they
Fucking
do like to
cough.
quaff. They do all like to quaff estrogen.
Especially this one.
Mm-hmm. We trans the gender of the birds.
Yes.
Congratulations.
This
Turning the
this
fucking
we have
birds
60.
brand.
we're transing the fucking birds.
All right,
Turn the
and I
fucking
think that
birds
is, and unless anyone has anything else to add, I think that's where we'll leave it with everybody just like recovering from this traumatic moment with this little bonding of an animal.
Mm-hmm. Yes. We need to put little hats on it to promote the cafe.
Oh my god.
Edgar Allan.
Get your own pet cryptid.
We're going
Little
to
hats on it
dress
to
it up in
promote-
tiny little outfits, and we're going to make TikToks of it to promote the cafe.
Edgar
little hats
Allan
on it to
Crow.
promote-
Okay, that's
to
nice.
promote-
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
To promote the cult.
I was
Yeah, you
gonna
can-
I was gonna say Quoth as like the Raven.
Yeah, quote the Raven.
Isn't it Quoth?
I guess it depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
That one was me being a pedant. Old habits die hard.
Uh-huh.
No, you do bring up an interesting point, Braca. We may need to use the power of TikTok and social media against an angel that is also using social media.
Oh my god.
Yep. But
We
hey,
may need to use the power of TikTok against the angels.
I have the power of TikTok and anime on
That's
my
why they're
side.
trying. That's trying to ban it. They're trying to
It
ban
all
it
makes
because they know it'll
sense.
bring down the God Machine.
Oh.
No, TikTok, no. The
All right,
ultimate
everyone.
tool in the demon's arsenal.
So with that, then let's wrap this up with the obligatory bookkeeping. Everybody gets the usual 2 beats for themselves, and then everyone gets another 2 beats, as there are 9 beats in the jar. And honestly, I feel like maybe Baffy deserves the last one as a consolation
Yes.
prize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Thank you. I have
agree.
eaten so much shit tonight.
Mhm.
Well, at least he didn't eat crow.
Ah.
Ah.
Same brain cell.
Same fucking brain cell.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, I have to experience again.
Excellent.
4 experience.
Damn. I was gonna
I
say
am at
damn
3.
son, but then I was like, no. Damn lady.
please
Daniel.
Damn,
Yeah,
girl.
Please don't say damn son.
Damsons are quite tasty, actually.
Yeah, damn sons.
Oh,
But yeah, like 4 XP is enough to literally put increase one of your attributes.
Oh my gosh. Increase one of my attributes.
Yeah, but hey, there's all sorts of stuff you could spend it on, or hell, save up for more embeds, and get new skills, new merits. Increasing a skill is 2 XP. Adding a specialty is 1 XP. Merits are 1 XP for 1 dot. But then, I'm sure you know that already since you know a lot of World of Darkness stuff. But just in case anybody needed a reminder.
I'm just super indecisive, which is why I haven't spent it.
Fair enough.
It has
All
now
right.
occurred to me. It's now
The first
occurred to
time
me
I-
that. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. You can go ahead.
The last experience I spent was to get my interlock. Okay,
It may just
yeah.
be a good idea to get more computers to up your download knowledge ability.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I'm definitely thinking. It's just like it's time to just have lots of knowledge.
Yes.
yeah.
It has now occurred to me that until I get these conditions cleared, it might be to my benefit to use deep cover and living the lie to just pass as a werewolf for a while.
Yeah,
Congratulations, you can go to furry conventions.
you could also try and blend in with like the local deviant population.
I
In all
why
respect,
deviants? I can just blend in with the werewolves.
in all
Deviant
respects,
or renegade.
including physical, I am a werewolf. A woo.
Ooh, I hate everything. I hate everything
It-
you're
it's-
saying right
Ow.
now.
It could be worse. It could be worse. Lola could have seen my suggestion in general.
Oh yeah.
Sad thing is, I don't. The sad thing is, I don't think I even took any beats during that. I mean, unless you count me like backing out of combat to be a beat. Actually, no, it doesn't matter because that never happened,
Right.
Yeah, you're right, which is unfortunate.
which is very unfortunate.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Damn. I was willing to give it to you then until you pointed out that no, you were in fact not there.
I won't cheat it. I'll get it legit.
Yeah, but hey, you're way ahead of everybody else in that respect, anyways.
True.
Okay. Is there anybody that we want to raid?
Yes.
Okay.
There is somebody I would like to have us raid. You can put the name in general there. Goth Gamer Goblin. My friend Franny Taphart.
Those are three things that work very well together.
Yay.
She's getting ready to play. What was the name?
Still Wakes the Deep.
Yes, Still Wakes the Deep. It's a horror game set on an oil rig off the Scottish coast. Lots of
Alright.
Cthulhu stuff.
Excellent. Well, hey, before we wrap it up, why don't we do the closing and we go from Braca backwards this time? Where can we find your content?
You can find me here on Twitch under Quill and Quarrel Studios. Debating whether or not I'm going to stream tomorrow, but Monday, if I don't do that, then Monday definitely. Also look out for my collab with Lola on Wednesdays for more Warhammer stuff. You can also find me on Twitter at BracaENVTuber.
All right, and Maddie?
You can find me on Twitch at It Takes All Grinds, on Twitter at Grinds Alchemist, and I'm not 100% sure. I need to set up a stream schedule, but next week I am part of a large raid train, raising money for the Trevor Project with my friend Snazzy Azzy. We got a bunch of people all gathered together for that.
Excellent.
Wait, did we change that from the Trevor Project to something else?
Or maybe
feel
it's
like we-
something else.
I
Maybe
feel
there's-
like we did switch it to a different charity.
We may have. We may have. All I remember is it was Trevor Project originally. May have
Mhm.
changed it. Maybe. Oh, Transgender Law Center. That's what we changed.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Still good.
Mhm.
Still good.
Amazing charity. We need that right
Yes.
now.
Yes, but we got a big old schedule. I'm gonna start advertising it like crazy. There's Snazzy. Snazzy is right there in the chat.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I saw them before.
Okay.
And Ari.
I'm streaming here on Twitch. Next time's probably gonna be on Tuesday, doing a race with Mistora in Hades. And on the weekend, on Saturday I think it was, I'm gonna be also part of the Queer Raid Train event.
Excellent. And Baffy.
Hey, I'm Baffy. I currently have crippling depression, and but I will be.
Understandable.
I have
But I will-
crippling depression.
I have crippling depression.
I'm gay.
I will be. I'll actually be live probably in like a half an hour here. I'll be playing some more Hades. Speaking of the hot Greeks game,
Mhm.
and yeah, I stream that. I stream a whole bunch of other stuff. I've started occasionally doing some YouTube streams.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Hades, you mean the game where everyone's bisexual?
Everyone's hot and bisexual in Hades.
God, I'm looking forward to doing Hades too. The question is actually fitting some fucking time in to do it.
It's so good.
Literally part of my Pan Awakening.
Amazing.
Mhm.
I love I love all the different body types they've got there. The with Hestia, Vulcan with the disability representation.
Hephaestus is so. God, his hair is so silky.
That voice.
And his eyes are so just gentle looking eyes.
And Hecate with those abs.
Jesus, Hecate.
Ab mother.
Take her to the hot spring.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
She doesn't take the mask off.
Why would she?
All right, so thank you everyone for being here today. Thank you to Space Goats for the follow. Thank you Mickey for resubbing, and Ash for the biddies, and Mias for the raid. It was great to do this again. See us in another 2 weeks when we're probably going to be the 6th then, when we pick this up for episode 8. I was not expecting anything that happened in this session, so I'm going to be spending the next 2 weeks figuring out where we go from here, because faces have been seen, swords have been drawn, shit has been started, and you know what? As one last thing, when Zell gets home, there's going to be waiting for her for them. What's the mortician's friend? What's their name again?
Lily Cressida.
Lily, yes. She's going to be waiting for you next time with a big old refrigerated container with several vials of brown recluse spider anti-venom. She finally got it for you.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so then let's go raid Goth Gamer Goblin. That's 3 different things together that are awesome.
Yes.
VDG.
Granny is awesome.
Here's the raid message if you're a follower. Here's the raid message if you're a sub. I don't have a raid Dom message anymore. And
I mean, you're already on screen.
Exactly. And remember, everyone, that the world is only as dark as we allow it to be. So light it up. And we're out.
Yay!
God, I did not expect literally most of the things that happened this time.
Oh my god.
That was awesome.
A raid already? Holy